town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
inside. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon. Turn us to thousands, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love.
Oh crap, we back. We're back. We're back. Hmm, that March. So they're done. Oh, that sucks. Um, is it Revu says Desu? Yeah, Revu says Desu. Rev says Desu. Mm.
Are some of the most fiercely loyal you will ever see. They are unironically one of the greatest examples of a community gatekeeping tourists out of their area. They do a great job. The game itself is very self serving in terms of its gatekeeping. A lot of the content featured in Blue Archive keeps people away to begin with, but also when tourists try to find their way into this community, they are ousted with great force. I am telling you, the Blue Archive fans are some of the most fierce out there. We have an upcoming potential World War III situation, and I'm telling you, whoever gets the support of the Blue Archive fans will likely win the war because they are that fiercely loyal.
Hmm.
Now, one of the things that does self gatekeep is the fact that there's a lot of characters like this that are lollies within that franchise. And when it comes to social media, Twitter in particular, there is an absolute obsession.
And they never seen something like this over in Japan. They never seen something like this over in Japan. This probably changed the bank country between some institute for some of those N words. Hopefully this makes them stop with all that lolly nonsense.
With lollies. A lot of the people who are anti lolicon are thinking about these things all the time, which is obviously very ironic. And here's a great example of that. So recently, there was the Crunchyroll Anime Awards of 2024. And of course, it is called the Tourist Awards for a reason. They used a lot of those Crunchyroll subscriptions to pay for people like Megan Thee Stallion to present some of these awards. And you see tweets like this with 100,000 likes saying, they never seen something like this over in Japan. This probably changed the brain chemistry of some of those people. Where this reply to that already very bizarre comment about Japanese people would say, hopefully this makes them stop with all that lolly nonsense. Yes, these supposed anti-lolly people look at Megan Thee Stallion and immediately think of lolly characters. I think it's a little bit of a projection at this point, but we're pretty used to that with Twitter users. But moving forward,
The power of Blue Archive self-gatekeeping is so amazing it should be studied and replicated for other media as well. Imagine seeing a workaholic police officer type of character who drinks. I have no idea what that is. L2D, I don't know what that is. Then caring about fictional character attacks. Blue Archive got crazy AOST like I fucking love, yeah, I freaking love Unwelcome School. Just wish you game wasn't made by Epstein himself. I thought this one dog girl from the game was hot. I thought she was like almost 30, but no, she's like 17 apparently. Oh.
here's a great example of the self gatekeeping and more active gatekeeping role this franchise and its content plays. So you can see here the power of Blue Archive self
Hmm.
gatekeeping is so amazing, it should be studied and replicated for other media as well. Also, imagine seeing a workaholic police officer type of a character who drinks an L2D and then caring about fictional numbers attached to it. So you have this user saying Blue Archive got a crazy OST like I effing love Unwelcome School, just wish the game wasn't made by Epstein himself. Ah, yes. Jeffrey Epstein, the guy who operated an island dedicated to sex trafficking children, definitely had a vested interest in gotcha games. Yes, crazy stuff. But besides this bizarre comparison and also the fact that this person continues to support the franchise after claiming it's made by Epstein himself, we have this reply saying, I thought this one dog girl from the game was hot because I thought she was almost 30, but no, she's like 17 apparently. There he is, officer. I'm sorry, guys. This is your standard. So if you're going to care about the age of fictional characters, well, you're just going to have to turn yourself in there, buddy. I love how they always have like an excuse for themselves. Like if someone else was admitting to liking this character, they would call them Epstein himself, right? But when they like a character like that, they just go, oopsie daisies. I committed an oopsie daisy. Not really a big deal. I'm just moving on. It's very hypocritical how people treat this, but here's a great example of self-gatekeeping in action. Now, of course, in case you didn't know, last summer it was announced that there is going to be a Blue Archive anime adaptation.
Did
This
not
is
know
obviously very exciting. A lot of people are fans.
That was last year? I didn't. So that was summer of last year? I did not know they had a fucking animation in stock. I did not know that.
Of this franchise, and it's something that a lot of people will be looking forward to when it releases very soon. So, there's a lot of questions, though, by fans of this franchise. The main one being, how are they going to portray Sensei? Sensei is the literally me character from this franchise.
The self-insert. That's the little of me. It's a self-insert character.
He is the player's character and main protagonist of the franchise, and a lot of people have been wondering what is he going to look like in this anime adaptation, because he's taken many forms over the years, starting with probably the most popular iteration of Sensei being this one. Yes, this handsome devil right here. Who could resist? Now, there's another rendition here that we've seen in other works relating to the franchise, which is a little more anime styled and something you might expect to be reflected in the adaptation. But here is the official reveal. This was released only a few days ago from the official Blue Archive account. And here is Sensei in action. Now, a lot of people have been very excited about this. Women have been fawning over it. And also men making a lot of very homoerotic comments about this character, which to each their own, okay? So a lot of people are saying this is literally me, or they're saying something very, very aggressively sexual about this design.
Oh my goodness.
Either way, a lot of people are talking about this, and this is the new face of Sensei. And a lot of people will be focusing on this moving forward.
Looks okay. Pretty basic.
And there's a lot of great memes coming out of this. So this one right here says, the Japanese say you have 3 faces. The first face you show to the world. The second face you show to your close friends and your family. And the third face you never show anyone. It is the truest reflection of who you are. Absolutely right. This is the true you, ladies and gentlemen. But here's some more memes coming out of this. You see the Little Mermaid, the live action adaptation, and people claiming that you need to look like the characters from a series in order to relate to them. But everyone from every walk of life and every skin color relating to literally me, the anime version of Sensei. Now, moving forward, a lot of people have been focusing on the voice actor, the Japanese voice actor behind Sensei. And you can see this is the man behind the character. And there's a very interesting little snippet of information about this voice actor and his upcoming role as Sensei. So, Sakura Shogo, the one playing literally me, Sensei, in Blue Archive, the animation, is also an active player of the game. He said that when he was told he'll be auditioning for the anime, he tried playing the game because he wanted to show the story, wanted to know the story, and what the game is all about. But then he got so hooked, he kept playing the game even after the audition while waiting for the results. Currently, he is still at level 88. He said that playing Sensei, the most important part is how he conveys the sense of distance between his character and the students. And so his favorite part of the game is Momo Talk, especially when he unlocked a new L2D memorial lobby. One complaint he has for the game is how he wished they gave more activity reports. He said the game only gives a few of those reports despite there are a lot of students he wants to level up. He also personally searched for the gray jacket he's wearing on the panel so he could look more like anime Sensei. Obviously, very encouraging stuff when someone...
That's nice. That's actually very nice. He has to know he's very dedicated to a series when you have the voice actor willing to go into the source material that he's gonna be voice acting in to see, okay, let's see if I'll enjoy this or not. I think a lot of voice actors need to freaking jump onto that. You know what I'm saying? Plus, he got a great jacket, look like Anime Sensei. Plus, he has the haircut too. This man could literally play live action version of Anime Sensei right now.
Is trying out for a role of a franchise, and he actually engages with the media that's involved with it. And
Yes, that's good. That's always good for a voice actor or for anyone that's in like in a directing or acting role for a series. It's always good to have some like not an adaptation. When you're like director or a voice actor of an adaptation of some other of a series from some other source of medium, it's always good to look at the source material to get a better clue of, okay, this character's personality is like this, or that's his actions are her actions are this and that. It's easier to get into character when you actually know more about the source material and learn about the character in the
to
source
the point
material.
where he even wants to look like the character that he is voicing. Now, I've seen some other memes coming out about this sensei voice actor. Might be a bit confusing for a second, saying the character and the voice actor. Well, these are official photos from this voice actor's page, yes, male, doing some cosplay. And if this is making you feel any sort of a way, just don't worry about it. It's just a prank, bro. There's nothing to see here, okay? Everything's fine. But yeah, a lot of people are very, very interested in these photos, and it's pretty wild to see the voice actor behind Sensei doing stuff like this, but nonetheless. So there's overall a very positive response about this Sensei character. A lot of people are very excited about that character as well as the anime adaptation coming with it. And as always, it's interesting to talk about Blue Archive. I know a lot of you guys are interested in it, whether you play it now or you're involved with the franchise generally, or you want to get into it. I think it's definitely a good thing that I know a lot of you guys will enjoy, and especially this upcoming anime adaptation. I feel like a lot of people are going to look forward to it, and I think it's going to turn out pretty nice, especially with voice actors like that getting involved. But for now, that's going to do it for this video.
I'll look into it. I'll look into Blue Archive, see if it's any good. Fairy Tail is not One Piece.
What animal would these anime characters keep as a pet? Naruto loves Boruto, the biggest cheater ever in the Chunin exams, and deserved to be embarrassed when Naruto caught him. So it would only...
This is exactly
I don't know
what
Sterling. One of my Sterling always watches shit.
always beware of the dreaded ice shove.
This right here is a rare phenomena in nature that doesn't look very dangerous, but it actually can be. This video that I was tagged in shows a guy mesmerized by the fact that there's a very large sheet of ice heading towards the shore. This ice then makes contact with the shore, crunching up against itself, and slowly starts stacking up. This phenomenon is specifically known as an ice shove, and the one that we watched in the first video is a very mild one. However, larger ice shoves like this one seen in the video behind me can be quite dangerous and actually cause a lot of damage to homeowners. For example, this ice shove that was located in Lake Winnipeg ended up going completely through this person's wall and decimating their home, causing tens of thousands of dollars in damages. These are caused by ocean currents, strong winds, and different temperatures, and when the right amount and ratio of these occur, this is when an ice shove happens. This can cause ice to pile up to 40 feet high and just be an overall nuisance.
Always.
This
This
is
is
what
exactly
what
what
you
you
think
think
it
it
is.
Money!
Guys, this is an actual animal, so let's try to show a little bit of respect. in the
No.
comments. In the clip
That's
you
like a
guys just
freaking
watched,
fleshlight,
this person
dude.
has pulled up a very unique looking ocean creature that looks clear. You can see that it's a long cylindrical-like fish with an opening up at the top. And when you walk on the beach and see a clear blob, it's not always going to be a jellyfish, it actually might be the creature in this video, known as a salp. And despite the fact you might think that they resemble jellyfish, they're actually vastly different in that they have a functioning circulatory system, digestive system, heart, brain. They're much more complex. And if you find a salp, it's probably going to be in one of two life stages. The first one is going to be the asexual life stage, where it's found by itself, but when they're ready to reproduce, they're going to link up into a colony and procreate. These guys are not poisonous or dangerous to touch, meaning you can swim with them, but also probably don't remove them from their habitat.
What?
The legend behind this strange geological phenomenon is actually quite creepy and disturbing. The first slide in this slideshow shows a very popular tourist attraction known as Devil's Tower, located in Wyoming. And the second slide shows a pretty creepy image of some people
Wyoming,
on
no
top
wonder.
of the Devil's Tower with
It's located in Wyoming. No one never. I fucking never heard of it. It's in fucking Wyoming. Who knows Wyoming? What fun shit is in Wyoming? Let me know, please.
a giant bear trying to claw and scratch its way up to them. Now, there are several different versions of the story, but in general, all of the core themes are the same. This legend starts with a small girl that's part of this tribe playing a game that turns her into a bear. This girl, who's now a giant bear, ends up taking the lives of everybody in the village except for the people that have gone and haven't returned yet. The sister of the girl who's now turned into the bear takes these people that have just returned, run to this rock, which is just a flat piece on the ground, beg the creator above to save them from the bear, which causes the rock to grow out of the ground. The bear then tries to claw its way up, and this is why the rock looks the way. If you were anything like me when you first watched this slideshow, you were probably a little bit confused, but very intrigued. The first picture in this slideshow shows a topographical satellite image of some sort of figure laying on the ground, and obviously it's quite large.
It
Then the
is.
second image shows a much closer shot of what we're looking at, and it turns out that it's a giant 200-foot pink bunny. Now, at first, I really didn't think this pink bunny was real, but after some research, it turns out this 200-foot bunny actually is, and it was located in Italy. Now, this giant bunny was apparently put here by an art collective known as Gelatin, and they're known for making very weird or macabre pieces. One thing you'll notice about this bunny is there's a giant hole in its side with entrails coming out, so this bunny was meant to be a corpse of sorts. For a while, the bunny was completely fine, remained intact, but over time, the bunny completely ended up wasting away, and this is what it looks like today.
All
Anything news stealing? Uh-oh. Red skies. The crimson sky.
Does this mean the apocalypse is coming?
I'm sure at one point or another, if you guys are active on social media, you've seen this blood red sky phenomenon that's located in China. But for those that haven't, in recent years there's been a phenomenon going on in China where the sky turns blood red, and this has a lot of people questioning whether or not there's an apocalypse coming, but the answer here is far more simple. The furthest related post that I can find about this crimson sky dates back to around 2012, and the answer has been solved a long time ago, but people continuously keep posting these videos. This is actually red light that's being refracted off of water molecules in the air, and the red light is coming from a boat harbor. A lot of the times these videos are also very over-exaggerated and very saturated in their filtering. This is more of a realistic version of what it looks like. And this is an example of where these red lights might come from. It's essentially just light pollution on a smaller scale. So if you have plans of traveling to China and you see a blood red sky, there is no apocalypse coming. It's most likely just from a harbor.
Don't worry, guys. Oh, yeah, it is. Fuck. Let's watch this one. Fairy Tail is not One Piece.
Hey there. So, you guys know Fairy Tail. That might sound like a stupid question with the 3-hour-long video I made recently, but just for clarity, if this gets recommended but that doesn't, you guys know what Fairy Tail is, because I do, and you would too if you watch my fucking video. Do that. It's not required to watch this video, but still, that took 2 months to make. Just give me the fucking life support ad revenue, okay? Now that I'm done shamelessly promoting myself, Fairy Tail is a popular shonen manga and anime that ran from 2006 to 2017 in Kodansha Comics. About a decade before it started in 1990.
Ugh, yeah, I remember this. I remember Fairy Tale. Fairy Tale was one of those. It was a show that I actually watched like like in full. Like what I mean by that, like I watched like all of the anime. I mean like the fillers too, right? Like Fairy Tale is one of those animes that I've watched in full. Now, is Fairy Tail good quality? No, but it's definitely one of my favorite anime for sure. It's like one of those like guilty treasures type of things. Like, hey, it's doo doo, but you know, it's like one man's trash and the other man's treasure type of thing. So that's kind of what it is for me.
7, a series called One Piece began in Shonen Jump that's still running to this day. As a popular manga and anime that's run for a long time, Fairy Tail has somehow gotten the moniker of being a ripoff of One Piece, and the author, Hiro Mashima, has been accused of directly ripping characters from it in a hackneyed attempt to profit off of Akira Oda.
Yeah, I think it makes obviously sense when you look at Gildarts and Shanks. That's a pretty obvious comparison. I mean, look, Gildarts. Like, you're gonna tell me that they don't look similar? Same stubble, red hair, tan skin, same thin eyebrows, dark eyes. The only thing that's different here is that Shanks has the scratches from Blackbeard. He has the scar from Blackbeard. Besides that, they're pretty much the same. Especially like that too. They have one arm. They have one organic arm. So yeah, they're pretty similar. Not only like in terms of their looks, but in terms of like the role that they have for the main character. They're pretty similar.
Don't understand how this thought came to be other than hearsay and blatant stretching of the truth. But chances are, if you believe Fairy Tail intentionally ripped off a ton of shit from One Piece, you're either easy to manipulate and don't look into things, are actively contributing to the lie, you've just heard it so many times that you assume it's true, or you've never seen either series and can't compare.
I've seen both series, and I can say that I'm not gonna say Fairy Tail is a copy of One Piece. No, I'm not gonna say that. But you can't deny the Shanks. You can't deny the Gildarts part, bro. You cannot deny that part.
There was another property I remember getting similar treatment for several years now. What was that called? Oh yeah, The Lion King. For anyone out of the loop on that story, for the longest time people accused The Lion King of ripping off a late 60s anime called Kimba the White Lion, created by Osamu Tezuka, a guy
I have no clue what that fucking was. I have no 60s? What?
heavily influenced by Disney. Hundreds of compilations comparing the two circled the internet for years, under the assumption that Kimba was possibly just one film in the 60s that Lion King ripped off. But as recently proven by Your Movie Sucks, that's not true at all. Many of the compilations put together random scenes from random episodes of the 3 different Kimba series that came out over many years.
Hold on, I'll be back. Freaking goodness, man. Oh, God. Just give me a fucking moment. Oh, shit. Oops, my bad. Just give me a moment. Let me put on some music then. No copyright sounds, obviously. Yes, I'll be back. I'm just gonna go do something real quick. So, enjoy the music. I'll be back.
Yeah. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
I'm back. Just had to do something real quick. Alright, we're back. Yeah, I have to go and do something real quick. That's all. Alright, we're back. So let's just switch it back to the images.
To the point it would be hard for Lion King not to contain a few elements that Kimba had. For fuck's sake, most of the clips comparing Kimba and Lion King came from a Kimba film made multiple years after the fact, meaning if anything, Kimba had been the thief. And with that, I'd like to get into my first point of why this comparison sucks. Like many long-running anime, both Fairy Tail and One Piece have extensive histories with many pieces of media to accompany them. Fairy Tail has 528 chapters of manga, 328 anime episodes, 2 movies, and more than 5 spin-off manga. One Piece currently has 979 chapters, over 900 episodes.
Well, don't forget, this was 3 years ago, so obviously it was that One Piece definitely has over 1,000 at this point. So
and 14 original films. There's so much media that eventually you'd have to find some comparison you could dig up. There's some rumor going around that Mashima worked for Oda at some point, but that's not the case and doesn't even make sense with how close Wraith Master, Mashima's first work, is to One Piece's release, only being a year and a half apart and on completely separate magazines. The two just have similar art styles from getting similar influences in the form of people like Akira Toriyama, and there's also the bit about them being friends in real life. Around the Tenro Island arc of Fairy Tail, starting at chapter 200, the series really started differing itself from its original art style, and has only continued to look less and less like Oda's as time has passed. But you still get people looking at two characters and comparing them anyway. In other cases, people go and specifically talk about aspects exclusive to the anime as if Mashima or Oda worked on the anime. Just a heads up, they have very little creative input most of the time. Mashima only worked with the anime during a filler arc, and no one ever compares that to anything in One Piece, so needless to say, anime-exclusive similarities are not the mangaka's fault. With that being said, I'm gonna tear through this bogus myth by going through every possible comparison that's been made between the two, and selectively tell you as a fan of both why the comparison is shit. Oh, and some spoilers I guess for Water 7 and Grand Magic Games. First thing I want to comment on further is the whole guild art situation.
Oh yeah, that's the one that people always be talking about, bro. I think that's the biggest issue with the comparison shit is definitely the guild arts and the fucking, oof, those things. 5-way Shanks is exactly like guild arts. Nah, it's the other way around, motherfucker. 5 ways guild arts is like Shanks. What the fuck you talking about? But yeah, the guild arts Shanks thing, you cannot deny the guild arts and Shanks thing. Come on, bro. You serious? You serious right now? And plus he lost an arm too. Come on, but you cannot deny that. Yes, I will agree that hey, at least Gillet's got like he got a glow up at the end of near the end of the series. But come on, man. You can't deny this, man.
Firstly, yes, they're similar characters, father-like figures to one of the protagonists that's super strong.
But look at the face. The issue. Okay, yes, they do. They all have father-like figures and shit. But the bigger issue is literally the design. Slicked back hair. I think obviously Shanks is much more like a brownish than Shanks's. Also, yeah, Gillet's hair is more of a brownish than Shanks's. His Shanks is pure red. His is more of like a not mahogany, but like a reddish brown. Bro, come on, man. Stubble, thin eyebrows, dark colored eyes, tan skin. Come on, man. The only difference that it is obviously Shanks has a scar on his eye that he got from Blackbeard. Besides that, they look pretty similar. Just different, obviously different art style.
And is missing a limb or two. I got it. In terms of relationships with their protagonists, though, Guild Arts plays a much more active role in Natsu's life, whereas Shanks is a role model Luffy knew briefly, and he's someone Luffy strives to be like. As far as personalities go, Guild Arts is much more naive. He's a womanizer, and he's a doting father. Shanks is more stoic, noble, mysterious, but they both have the trait of generally being both kind and fun. On appearances, I get where people are coming from, but would it shock you for me to say this isn't exactly what Guild Gildarts looked like in the manga. Specifically, the hair is not orange in the manga. On the volume covers Gildarts occupies, he's got dirty blonde hair. This is consistent up to the final volume and is present not only on the manga covers, but it's also on a Japanese exclusive game's cover art. Even in black and white, in the manga it looks like Gildarts has straight up blonde hair, and it looks like Shanks could have brown. Gildarts' hair is also more well kempt in a specific place in comparison to Shanks, who
But the issue is that why didn't if Mashima, clearly that means, okay, pause, stop it. Clearly that means Mashima has some link to it, right? Because if Mashima is able to contact with the fucking animators and say, hey, I want to create this, I want to have this, I want to put like this filler arc in here. Why the fuck do you not tell the animators to not make Gildarts look like that? Why didn't you tell the animators, hey guys, can you please keep Gildarts the same way it looks like in the manga? Why not tell them that? Because clearly that here Mashima has the connection with the studio of Fairy Tail. I don't know. I forgot. Is it Studio Puro? I don't know. I think it's Studio Puro. I don't know who animated it. Buck. I don't know who's A1 Pictures? Is it A1 Pictures? Let me see. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for doing this. Anime. A1 Pictures? Yeah. Anyways, yeah. A1 Pictures. Yeah, A1 Pictures. So clearly, Mashima can get into contact with the animation studio, and if he was able to add a filler arc into the series, you tell me that he can't tell them to change Gildarts' appearance to look more to look more to his manga appearance than this one. So you can't alleviate all that blame off of Mashima. Mashima could have contacted them and say, hey, can you please keep Gildarts the same that it looks like in the manga? Why didn't you do that?
who keeps a slightly oily but overall let-loose look. Shanks also wears a captain's cape that's constantly open with a large collar. Gildarts wears a tattered cloak that's always fully closed up, has arm pads, and a similarly sized collar. Lastly, Gildarts has a full beard, whereas Shanks has more of a Homer Simpson stubble beard.
But okay. Okay, but they both got stubble though.
Around his mouth. I also would like to point out the animes of each property had their style slightly altered from the manga, which could also make them look more similar. My point is, based on how Gildarts—
Can you, okay, pause. Can you give me any example of any other character in Fairy Tail that has the appearance altered besides Gildarts?
originally appeared, Mashima didn't seem to try and make him look too much like Shanks, other than the collar and, I guess, the beard. It was more the—
and the missing limbs?
Anime's interpretation that helped him into looking much more like a lookalike.
Then why again, if he's able to contact the animation studio and add in a filler arc, why the fuck did he not tell them to keep Shanks' appearance the same in the anime as is in the manga? Why did he not tell them to do that? You tell me that he couldn't do that? He had no power to do that? Because he's able to add a filler arc, he's able to work in close time to add a filler arc, so you can't say you couldn't tell, hey, can you please, for the character design of for the character design of Gildarts, can you please keep him the same in the anime that he does in the manga? Because this could lead to, mix-ups between another popular series and another character in a popular series named Shanks, and people might compare them to two. So please make his hair color still dirty blonde, make him his features a little bit more close to the manga art style. Can you please do that? No, nothing. No, you couldn't do that. You had no power. You couldn't.
I'm dismissing the valid points about him. They're probably the strongest out of all the ones I've found. I just wanted to clear this whole appearance thing up. Also, Gildarts drastically changed his hair during Alvarez and got a completely different cape.
Yeah, that I appreciate. At least he got a glow up at the end at the final arc. I'm pretty sure this was at the final arc he changed.
him look even less like Shanks, including in the anime. Next, I found an image of Idio being compared to Bacchus. Anyone who knows Fairy Tail and One Piece well knows Bacchus came out way before Idio, a year to be exact. So, I guess Oda ripped off Mashima. That's like the only explanation, right? Here's 2 volume covers that came out at similar dates. The only thing that's similar is 2 characters have umbrellas. Otherwise, they look rather different in layouts. This image points out a correlation for a series of events, and I'd like to point out that 2 of the comparisons are for anime-exclusive filler on both ends, so it doesn't really matter at all, does it? The mangaka had no input here. In one, it's just a series of events where a character gets hurt, other characters are mad, they storm the home of the people that hurt them. Nothing too unordinary as far as logical progressions of events go. The last one is, a character looks like they're standing on water, but there is something underneath it. Again, this isn't a trope that's never been used before. The tones are rather separate as well. The scene with Chess in the Drum Island arc is rather comedic, whereas Mavis lifting Fairy Sphere is supposed to be more magical and mysterious. Next image is 2 characters saying they wanted to go on more adventures. One is the Going Merry, the Straw Hat ship, having a sailor send-off after—
Oh, that was such a good scene. That was such a good motherfucking scene. Oh my goodness, man. I never knew you can have feelings for a boat or for like a fucking mode of transportation, but One Piece did it so well. Thank you, One Piece, bro. That scene from Gourmet was so good.
no
Fucking
longer being
goodness, man.
usable. The other is a future version of the character Lucy dying after her own future is destroyed by dragons, and she gets shot with fatal magic. Very different scenes, one similar line. Gagio versus Monkey D. Dragon. They have different clothes, one—
Oh no. I didn't realize this. Gosh, it looks like Dragon if he just removed the tattoo and got piercings. No. Oh god. Oh god, no. I'm not gonna say Fairy Tail bites off of One Piece. I'm not gonna say Fairy Tail's a cheap copy of One Piece, but it does bite off quite a bit of things, like the Gildarts and the Monkey D. Dragon. Come on.
One has piercings, one has a tattoo. They act very differently, but I guess Oda invented long black hair. Sorry, he holds an exclusive right to that.
No, but the issue is can you please contrast their personalities, please? Ah.
These next 2 images are even stupider than all the others I've shown. One is Luffy and Natsu both pulling their fists back. Another is Luffy and Natsu both lying on the ground smiling while injured. They did it! They found the one thing that made One Piece so special and great. If Hiro hadn't put that into Fairy Tail, instant failure. How could he have known? How could he have been so much smarter than all of us to be able to copy this one? I can't even humor this. Going image by image on this next fucking disaster, Hot Eye versus Kuma.
Oh, that's also similar. Oh no.
Kuma's a silent fighter who always carries a Bible in his hand. Hot Eye had his money book for the first few chapters he was in, then he got rid of it after he turned good. He also talks a ton. Hot Eye's head is much blockier, and his hair is much more luxuriously smooth.
No, I think the issue is the stance. It's not the appearance. It's how they stand. It's very similar. That's what they mean by that panel. By those 2 painters with 2 panels, they stand very similar. It's just that he holds the book with his right hand, while Kuma holds it with his left. The stance is very similar.
Again, bringing time skips up, after Tenro Island, he got a whole new look if the differences were—
A mustache and a puffier hair and a bead. Wait, these are the beads in the post-time skip? He has the beads in post-time skip. He says hair turned puffy and he got a mustache.
weren't enough already. Frankie versus Racer is—
I have no clue how to make this. I think no, I can't really figure out how people make a comparison like that.
deceptive, because in this one shot, Racer is shown head-on, and looks like he has a sharp, thin nose, but he really has a long one. Other than that, the hair and glasses are kind of similar, I guess, but when you look at the hair full-on, it seems like Frankie has more of a pompadour, where—
Yeah, and he has a mohawk. Yes. This is a bad example. Just they look very different.
As Racer
Makes no
has a
sense.
full-on mohawk. Racer's glasses are also rounded and green, as shown by this cover art, plus he has a large unibrow, whereas Frankie has almost no eyebrows, and their body figures are just completely different. He also, along with all the other Arashio and Sace members, have completely different looks after the time skip. Angel versus Doflamingo doesn't go too
Nah, it's just the feathers. That's it. There's no other comparison here. It's just the feathers.
deep. They both wear outfits involving feathers. They aren't the same type of clothing, the same color as shown by the mangaka's drawings. The connection is just super loose. For Cobra versus Boa Hancock, I thought a bit too much about it. For their backstories, they are kind of similar. They both were slaves, though for very different things. Hancock was sold off and eventually saved by the pirate Fisher Tiger, whereas Cobra grew up building this thing called the R system to try and resurrect the Dark Wizard Zareth. But he grew up in that along with the other Sace members, so that doesn't make his backstory especially unique. That's obviously not why they made the comparison though. They both have big snakes. Good job. For a while on this one, I didn't even know who this fairy tale character was. After
Me either. I don't know who the fuck that is. Who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is that nigga? Rob Lucci, I know that nigga. That nigga's cool as fuck. I don't know who this nigga is.
staring at it for a while, I understood it was one of Elfman's many takeover forms. He barely uses it.
Oh, I see. I can see the sideburns. Yeah, I can see it.
So I
Because in the post time skip, Elfman does get the sideburns. Yeah, I can see that comparison.
God, but the person who put this together didn't, I guess. Also, throughout this entire thing, quite selective usage of manga and anime and shots there. Could it be that in the anime, Elfman has really light hair in his jaguar state that doesn't match Rob Lucci's pure black? Or the different colored feathers in Angel and Dolphy's outfits besides the fact the clothes are not at all the same? Or how in any other angle in the manga or anime, Racer looks quite different from Frankie? Or, of course, how in the manga, Shanks and Gildarts look much less alike? Couldn't be. Fairy Tail's a ripoff. Just facts. I wouldn't have brought up the difference in anime and manga thing if this person hadn't put the anime version of Gildarts next to Shanks, but because they did
That's
to show things
that's
that make it look
disingenuous.
more alike, I can show things that make it look less alike. I think I've made my point, but for a few more, there's this shot between Zoro and Gray. Gray is cutting himself open to infuse his ice with blood while fighting Ultir. Zoro is opening his already harmed wound to show he can beat his opponent even with such a large gash. Put either of these scenes together in context and the comparison falls through. This last shot comparison is dumb. Fairy Tail has used the style of black and white fight scenes in many instances, and it isn't a trait One Piece invented by a long shot. And just another thing that I want to mention, this is unrelated to the copying shtick, it's honestly more in line with my Fairy Tail retrospective video. I just didn't want to put it at the end because it sort of left on a sour note, and I hate to say this, I really do, but with so many smug One Piece fans who are probably going to go in the comments and say, well, despite all of that, Fairy Tail is still much worse than One Piece in every way, I feel like it's necessary to say. Fairy Tail, on an adaptation level, is much better than One Piece. In terms of source material, no question, One Piece is better. But if you've watched the One Piece anime consistently for the past decade, you know it makes a mockery of the source material. The story is still there and great, but the arcs are stretched so thin. The pacing is atrocious. Sometimes they don't even adapt a full chapter per episode. It might
Pause.
only have 11%
Okay,
filler,
okay,
but the
okay,
show
okay,
makes it feel
okay,
like me-
okay, okay. Pause. What about the content itself? Is the content itself in that series good? Because I don't care. I don't care about One Piece's adaptation. I care about what the stuff's in One Piece. I don't care about the pacing and all that shit. I care about what's in the story and how it makes and how it's executed. I don't care about the fucking adaptation. And as whatever, we can talk about adaptation, whatever, but that isn't really who cares about as an adaptation, right? I don't care about it as an adaptation. I care about what's in the damn story, if the story is good or not. And I'm sorry, One Piece clears Fairy Tail, no diff. Sorry, dude.
plots become filler. You ever wonder why the opening kept getting longer? It's so they could fill more time up not telling the story after the 2.5-minute previously on One Piece stick. Even now, people have shown instances of the anime taking a single page scene and extending it for 1.5 minutes. In comparison, Fairy Tail does a great job. It only has 11% filler, close to One Piece, but if you take out the story
19%.
arc, it's about the same 11%. Fairy Tail only has 328 episodes for 545 chapters plus filler. It's a little little less than 2 chapters an episode that way, but Mashima also makes his chapters longer than many other mangaka. For example, his final few chapters were compiled into volume 63 of Fairy Tail. Oda reached the same chapter number at volume 56. 7 full volumes of content less. Thus, it's more excusable that Fairy Tail has slightly less than 2 chapters per episode. It's much better than One Piece's abysmal 1.04 chapters per episode. For scaling purposes, by One Piece volume 63's last chapter, the anime was at episode 546. It took the One Piece anime 218 more episodes to cover the same length as Fairy Tail. That's a huge
Yeah, because One Piece is just a longer story than Fairy Tail. I don't really see much of an issue
character
here.
designs, well, One Piece had it all right up till Water 7. Same thing can be applied to the pacing, but afterwards, the art style looked so much less appealing. The limbs got thinner and longer, the line thickness did the same, character movements got sloppier, choppier, worse overall. Fairy Tail had a consistent style for its first 175 episodes. It wasn't exactly like the mangas, but fans were mostly satisfied, and it had plenty of good moments. After the animation studio jumped, the series looked just like the manga. The colors weren't as vibrant, and fights weren't quite as fast-paced sometimes, but it was faithful to the original work. Final series had decent animation as well, and it found a good mix between the two previous styles to create a faithful interpretation of the manga throughout. Music? Look, you can say a lot about Fairy Tail, but almost all the music is iconic.
Okay, well, she is trying to boost up Fairy Tail. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna say that that Fairy Tail is a knockoff of One Piece, but One Piece is way better than Fairy Tail. I don't really care about adaptation, but the stuff in One Piece is way better than the stuff in Fairy Tail. That's just how it is, dude. Oh yeah, Stellar Blade. I forgot about that. Yeah, Stellar Blade has a demo. Fortunately, I can't fucking play because I don't have a fucking PlayStation 4. Not PlayStation 5. The most charismatic character. None of these niggas are charismatic as fuck. I'll probably say Jotaro out of most of them. Who influenced rap the most? Tupac. No diff. I'm sorry, low diff because Biggie's there, but Tupac for sure. I can't really figure out what I want to do.
D-Lo, ayy, yeah. Clutch. I'm in the clutch, we in the clutch, it's up in clutch. You think that we suck, your dreams are the luck, your ship is your song, we turn off away. Ooh, yeah, skill on my face is up in disgust because people talking a mess, but there's nothing to discuss. I'm just being honest, I'm keeping it a bug.
We in the clutch!
What's going on, Glitch? Squat! Went up.
Oh!
Oh!
You say a beach well, bro?
Damn emergency. Her fat ass land up.
That's gonna be a difficult situation to treat.
Oh, beach well. 600 plus. We were getting a number from the nigga. Dominic
37 years old.
Fresno, California. Whoa.
Now that don't make a damn bit of sense. Now that don't make a goddamn bit of sense.
I never thought my life would end up like this. I feel I am in a nightmare because my life is such a mess right now.
Are they both in a van?
But my living situation and health are my two biggest struggles right now because they're the worst they've ever been. And I just feel like
Boy, I bet that goddamn van smell like a...
me and my brother live in the van because we're homeless and my size makes my situation harder. Because of how I struggle now to fit places and do things.
Now these two sons of bitches are homeless.
Painful. My head keep on bothering my head.
Now somehow I don't believe they missing a goddamn meal.
I don't want to take a shower.
This motherfucker said it's been a while since he took a shower.
Oh.
Wow.
I know that van smelled like a goddamn work boot.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, no.
It's not very
Would you look at that? I know goddamn well.
In a van on the streets.
Man, come on now with this shit.
People around, other people, addicts, and then we also got to keep a lookout for the cops.
Oh my God.
We don't want to get in trouble or, have them tell us that, we can't be here anymore. What helps me forget about that and all my troubles is food.
That goddamn van catching hell. Them two goddamn dumplings send they fat ass up in there like that.
Suspensions is shot.
He said them two dumplings.
6!
6 hash browns?
Oh my God.
Triple griddles? Can I get 3 of the
Oh my God. Hold on, what the goddamn. Listen to what this fat son of a bitch just ordered. Oh.
He turned it on himself.
This
bro.
motherfucker eating like it ain't no tomorrow.
Cause they ain't.
I know goddamn well I'm wrong. I know damn well I didn't hear this motherfucker order this.
And my life revolves around eating as much as possible.
Listen at this shit here.
Someone said how they homeless, we got money to order all that food. That's a lot of food.
Of the bacon, egg, and cheese biscuits?
6 bacon, eggs, and a goddamn cheese biscuits. 6 motherfucking hash browns. 2 triple fucking griddles.
Can I get 3 of the big breakfast?
And 3 of a motherfucking big breakfast. And a large chocolate shake in the damn morning.
These
Now, you know your fat ass
niggas.
don't eat no fucking shake that early in the damn morning. I wouldn't even serve that. That fat bitch.
Nope.
You know it's too goddamn early for that. It's 2 things you don't eat in the damn morning, consume in the morning. Is a fucking milkshake and some damn liquor. Look at his fat ass. The fucking stomach won't even damn.
Wait a minute.
This
Fat
is
ass
wild.
got to pull over so he can eat the shit while it's hot.
Yeah,
Look at
cause you can't get the damn car with them fat asses.
I don't feel sorry for the son of a bitch. Look.
I don't
look.
either.
I ain't taking easy on them.
It's always there for me, so I can rely on
The law need to whoop up and lock
be there to help me get through whatever it is I need.
all 4 of them motherfuckers up.
Food, I don't know how I would get through.
I've never had a bitch shake that.
Afford it. You just never stop eating.
Niggas just
No
woke
shit.
up.
Start driving.
They don't last long.
I bet the fuck they don't.
He said all 4 of them.
General aid.
Then somebody he gets some food stamp, but they don't last long. I bet the fuck
They don't.
If I can afford it, you just never stop eating. But me and James are on a fixed income. I get some food stamps, but they don't last long. And then you get money by public assistance, general aid. Because I'm not able to work, but it's not a lot.
I wonder why the fuck you can't work.
I work sometimes and get small jobs, but it's not consistent, so it's nothing we can rely on.
And he going away on that bitch.
We spend on food pretty much.
I know you do.
We save some for gas, try to get around, and then we try to save up to get a hotel once a week. Or every 2 weeks, we could shower and rest in the bed.
Oh my God, this son of a bitch said they
Every
try to
2
save up to be able to get a damn hotel so they can shower once every week or 2 weeks.
That's fucking gross.
You big sour bodied, stinking, rusty sons of bitches.
Damn.
Sour body.
Bed every now and then.
It's fucking gross.
Because that's 2 more meals apiece for us that we don't get to have each time we do this.
Oh my God.
Oh my
these sons of
goodness.
bitches are count shit by the meal. Did you hear this motherfucker just say
Dude,
they skipped getting a hotel because they're 2 meals apiece they gotta give up on?
Them are
Ain't this
crackhead.
a bitch?
Shit by the
Crack-
meal.
I know that ain't what
Crackhead.
the fuck I heard.
shit, crackhead shit, bro.
I'm on a bed every now and then. And skip getting a hotel room because that's 2 more meals apiece for
I
us.
be damned. That motherfucker said if we didn't have to take a bath or James didn't want a bed every now and then, they wouldn't even get a goddamn room.
Crackheads, bro.
I could go another day without the hotel.
That's a fucking crackhead mood out. You fat bastard.
This is wild.
That's literally a crackhead move.
Because if I don't, at my size, your skin breaks down from all the rubbing in between folds.
Hurry up and get your fat ass in that damn shower.
It is clean. It's important.
Need to drive through a fucking car wash. Would you look?
To get a hotel room, we have to find one with a handicap shower. So I could
Man, now this is just too fucking much. We don't need to see this.
We don't.
so staying clean isn't easy for me. At my size,
Man, come on.
Man, what a soak, cause
the world feels like
You can't clean that in a damn shower.
No, you can't.
You need to run your ass through a goddamn car wash. So them bitches can hit your big rusty ass from every fucking angle. That ain't gonna damn do it. You needs to be in a damn something you can soak in. To let that goddamn rust.
The rust.
Man. It ain't enough damn soap in that room for both of you fat asses to get clean.
Definitely not.
That's cold, bro.
Now, who the fuck gonna come in there and help you up on that wet ass floor?
I was just saying
Look at
that.
this shit. Look at this. Now, we don't need to fucking see this.
We don't.
Look, it ain't even no damn suds on that. Man, get some soap and wash your fat ass. Wash your stinking ass.
Bro.
This is wild, bro.
You need to let more. You say you don't bathe it every 2 damn weeks.
That's not.
That's not
Motherfucker, this
good.
damn soap on it, man.
You too big to not be bathing every 2 weeks, bro.
Right.
He need 3-4 capfuls of goddamn Clorox in that damn water.
Clorox. Damn.
Get out of there, dog.
Oh my God.
Oh shit, someone followed me?
Man.
Man.
He done already.
Oh my God. Whatever you do, please don't fall.
Hold on a second.
Now, how the
I
fuck
need
you
to
just
do a
sat in that
change.
water that long time, your damn foot still got rust on it like that?
That's funny.
Damn water ain't hit it back. Now, you know you's a fat son bitch when they ain't got to blur that out. Lord, how much is you?
Oh my God.
My size has always been an issue for me because growing up, me and my whole family loved to eat, and all the good times we had together, we were all eating.
So I'm just changing something.
I told you that shit ain't clean, this fat ass. When you that goddamn big, a regular fucking bath ain't gonna do. I bathe longer than that.
Facts.
Yeah, nah, bro. I be in there, bro.
I spend at least 30, 45 minutes in the damn shower.
Gotta get everything, bro.
Yeah, bro. You got.
I know this big rusty bastard should have stayed in that motherfucker an hour and a half.
An hour and a
They should
half.
take turns scrubbing each other motherfucking backs.
Especially if you ain't taking a shower for
Right, for
every
a
2
week.
weeks.
Gotta wash them motherfuckers out like a damn sea tortoise, a sea turtle, whatever you call them big motherfuckers that live out down that goddamn.
You got a pressure washer?
Yeah, he needs
Somebody need to come in there and scrub that motherfucker shell.
Scrub the shell.
Not back, a shell, dog.
Man, ain't just a bitch.
We didn't want for anything. But when my dad left, that's when the trouble started. After that, my parents got divorced, and I only saw my
Man, y'all can sit here and feel sorry for me. I don't need to hear this shit. I went through more than that. God damn it, I went through way more than that. I done eat myself to a fucking buffalo.
He said, you know you big when they don't gotta blur it out.
Facts.
years after my dad moved out, he left abruptly.
Sitting there putting this shit on your dad. I know some motherfuckers, dad had left them and they didn't goddamn just sit there and eat up every damn thing they could.
Last we heard, about 15 years
That ain't a damn excuse.
My dad abandoning us really affected Dominic. It shattered him. He wasn't the
You just
same
say any
after
damn
this.
thing. My daddy left me.
It's been 27 years since I've seen my dad. I still miss him a
Dog.
lot.
There's a part 2. We may have to check that one
We'll
out.
have to check that one out.
Oh man. Hey man, this was bro. This nigga sat up there.
Go have to check out
had-
part 2 when y'all gotta get the likes up though.
Oh man. I ate a milkshake for breakfast.
My boy has 6 breakfast.
Now, I don't give a fuck about people being fat. My whole fucking family fat. That's enough! Fucking nuggets and burgers. He over there.
D-Lo, ayy, yeah, clutch.
for
Oreos.
breakfast. That's
Breakfast,
very, very
nigga.
bad. So
bro.
we about to get into this mug right now, man.
Let's
No
do this.
further ado, and let's see if I can make
Good
it.
luck, my brother.
Appreciate it.
Shit.
Damn.
Who in the fuck need to see that?
And it's only getting worse because I'm at the point where I can't even get out of bed on my own.
And put all kind of fucking holes in the wall. Look how they had to
What
patch
happened
that
to
shit
her?
up
Oh,
back there.
what
Her big ass
happened?
getting in that fucking bed, knocking holes in the wall. Then just took the whole damn headboard off the son of a bitch.
How is she punching holes
They
in the
did
wall?
take the headboard off.
This nigga has to.
Now look at it.
You know, like in NBA, when your teammate falls down, you have to help. Usually, your teammates help them up by grabbing their hand and pulling them up. He has to do that. This nigga has to do that every day.
That'll be the goddamn day.
Shit.
Fucking mice barking out the.
But the reason why the NBA players do that is to actually, it's more like just camaraderie and shit. He has to do it because she cannot get up his damn self.
Coming in.
That's fucking sad.
Snatch my bitch out of bed every fucking morning to get her damn day started. That'll be the goddamn day.
Niggas say snatch her out the bed.
That's
Gonna have
fucked
to
up,
yank this bitch.
but so true.
The yank start her ass.
This nigga said yank start.
Oh, goddamn. What a damn blur it for that shit, too, now.
Hey, yo.
That's a whole ass right there. Cover that fucking crack up.
Damn.
Both of them.
Oh.
Rust on that goddamn foot.
Rust on
Oh.
Now, where the fucking soap at, lady? You gonna have to do more
the
than
foot. There,
brush
I'll
the
move it.
goddamn
I'll move it
wall
up.
on
I'll
you.
move it up there, so it's better to look. It's better
Yeah,
to
you
see
need
it.
more than that.
Well,
Get
maybe I'll
that
put on.
shit up there and
No, I'll put it. Let me put this thing down.
you
here.
still stink, bitch.
She done?
She's
Just
not
wet
done.
and stinking now.
You're not done. You're not done. Go back in there.
She took a fucking towel under her stomach. The damn the towel on her stomach.
She tucked
Now
it.
I know damn well she ain't tucked one of my good goddamn towels in the crack of her ass like that. That ain't what the fuck I saw. Now I know damn well you ain't tucked down one of the fucking towels in the crack of your ass like that.
Oh,
I
she
know
did.
I'm fucking tripping. I know
You
I'm
ain't
carrying
tripping.
on
You ain't
here.
tripping, bro.
Towels in a compartment, dog. That's wild.
I be
That's
goddamn-
crazy. Like it's a fucking apron or some
That'll be
shit.
goddamn last time she stick one of my fucking towels up her ass like that. You already using 2 of them.
You got it, bro.
Anybody finna be washing all these goddamn clothes cause your ass need this shit to dry off like that?
She used 2 towels.
That's wild, bro.
Fucking air dry fucking with me. All these damn towels in the basket cause your big ass can't dry off with one.
You need 2. That motherfucker.
Wow, you can't dry off at one time.
Well, I be goddamn.
She got her own
So that's how
freezer,
you
man.
start your fucking day. Cat and damn Phil. Just look at this shit.
the
This
cat.
breakfast.
And them ice cream cones be hidden.
You know
like-
goddamn well you don't fucking need that. That's why your ass in right now having to turn sideways to get through the fucking door.
That's
Somebody said
crazy.
that shower got her hungry as fuck.
That's crazy.
She is in
Calm
fucking heaven.
Nah.
Man, put all that in your fucking mouth.
She did.
Uh-oh.
She a gamer?
Sit your... I assume this her goddamn companion. Look, his back ain't gonna be worth a goddamn.
His back.
When I first met Tiffany in person, I was shocked at how big she was. But I loved who she was, so I didn't really let it affect me.
And you're stupid for that.
What the fuck you gonna do? Back the damn car up on the sidewalk to get her ass?
You're dumb for that, homie.
Now we're gonna go shopping and get something new. I would push myself to
Get something to eat.
I bet the fuck
But
you
you,
would.
but you already ate something though. You already ate something. What are you talking about?
Oh, boy.
You wouldn't go.
Wouldn't go there fucking with me like that.
Barely fit in the fucking car. You wouldn't fit.
She has to get a motorized cart.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
You
You
can't
can't.
walk.
You can't fucking walk. She had to.
Fine. I bet the fuck you do have hurts. You still getting your ass on up getting that damn stove. No, ain't no damn chair now. No shit. I bet the fuck it is. You got to shop for it before you can eat it.
Yeah.
Look. You reaching for the goddamn Smuckers. Now you don't need a goddamn thing. You just put in that fucking cart.
Damn.
Reach for the smuggers.
Oh. Now you want to go outside. You too tired now. Now you in pain after you done wobbled your fucking ass all around the damn store and shit in the cart. What the fuck? Get your ass out the damn way.
Yeah.
You niggas blowing up.
Hold it, folks up. The fuck out the way. Man, ladies, say you think that matter? Hell no. Get your ass out the damn way. Burp. I was laid down on that goddamn horn. You lucky I wasn't in that fucking car. In that fucking automobile.
That's
I
fucking
that son of a
crazy.
bitch to my fuse pop.
Damn.
Get your ass out the damn way.
Damn.
The lady blew at her.
Get your ass out the... Get out the damn way.
That's crazy.
Wobble your ass all around Save-A-Lot. Move.
Save a lot.
You think I give a fuck? What this?
So what you think that matters to me when she said
You
I can't
think
walk
she
very
give
fast?
a fuck?
She didn't care, bro.
Get your ass out the damn way.
That's white folks way. I don't give a damn thing. Get your fat ass out.
You looking, I wasn't out there. And she still looking at her. She want a piece of your ass, bitch. Sitting out holding up the damn line. She trying to get in there and get some fucking meat and a couple fucking money orders.
Couple money orders.
I like that lady, that boy. Get your ass out my damn way. Give a damn about you and these cameras out here. Can you bring me the goddamn cookies? Now this lady just had to blow at your ass. Get you out the parking lot. You think you need to be some goddamn Oreos? Well, I be damn. I wouldn't stop a damn well. Bitch.
I'm saved a lot.
We're gonna cook some of this shit when we get to the fucking house. The damn meat already thawed out. You ain't got to wait long. Double fucking quarter pounder
I'm not
meal.
gonna make it, bro. She at McDonald's.
Now, I ain't a fucking the smartest math man, but I know a double quarter is a fucking half. So this bitch just ate a half a goddamn pound by herself.
Damn.
Damn, look
at the
sit
fries.
Shit on the fucking stuff. I jam on brakes and let that shit go all over the goddamn dashboard.
Damn.
Have dead bugs and dirt all over that shit. You fucking hate me, bitch. Now, I don't give a fuck about people being fat. My whole fucking family fat. That's enough! Fucking nuggets and burgers. He over there just goddamn wore-eyed. He done had to fucking pause so she can damn eat. God forbid he hit a damn bump in a fucking food ball.
No. No. Yes.
No. Shit.
Oh man.
At the fucking end.
Wait, you laughed? I'm sorry.
Food fall. Goddamn war-eye. He done had to fucking pug so she can damn eat. God forbid he hit a damn bump and a fucking food fall.
No. No. Yes.
No. Shit.
Oh man.
at the fucking end.
Oh my god, yeah, bro.
Bro, he said you had to park just so she can fucking eat.
That's fucking jokes.
Join us.
Oh my
Join me,
god.
brother. We both gotta suck on some pacifiers now. I'm not the only one that's gonna deal with this
Oh
torture.
my gosh, bro.
This just
I
right here,
don't know
bro.
how I made it through the part with the honking, because
Mhm.
when he started laughing, bro,
That
and
shit was funny, bro. That nigga said, "What? Like, think I care about that shit? Nigga, move your ass out the way. Your big ass out the way."
you and them cameras.
Oh,
bro.
This is great.
Oh man.
This is great, bro. This is great, man. How you know?
Enough! Fucking nuggets and burgers. He over there just.
Oh, she got
goddamn
nuggets
war-eyed.
too. Damn.
He done had to fucking pug so she can damn eat.
It's a double quarter pounder, bro.
God forbid he hit a damn bump and a fucking food fall.
That's wild, bro. Thinking about groceries just to get some more.
Look, that's why not. Your ass gotta go catacomb up the damn stairs. Now, I know damn well there ain't no fucking pizza. I know good and damn well that ain't no goddamn pizza. It don't take all that. The carb a fucking appetite.
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
Bro, she just ate.
Look at that shit.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Ain't this a bitch? I'm done.
Dog, I'm crying, bro.
That was funny, dog. Nigga went grocery shopping, ate some cookies before they got home, went to McDonald's, got a double quarter pounder with fries and nuggets, got home, had to walk up the stairs, catacornered, not straight upstairs, at an angle up to get up the stairs to only get pizza
She
when
had
you
quarter
get back.
pounder with nuggets and
Cooking
fries
with the king.
before going home.
I can't eat all that, bro. I had a quarter pounder.
Poorly cookie with the king. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's up, everyone? It's DSP, and this is an unprecedented moment. I'm actually doing something. What's up, everyone? It's DSP, and welcome to episode 2 of, I guess, what we can call Cooking with the King. I am starving. It is, as you can see right over here on my stove, 4 a.m. I have insomnia right now. I fell asleep and I woke up about an hour ago and I am ridiculously hungry and I don't want to eat anything that's going to make me throw up or anything like that, you know? I don't want to eat any junk food, but I can't fall back asleep. So I'm going to make breakfast, and it makes sense. Make breakfast and maybe sleep for an hour or two and then get up. So what am I going to make? Today I'm going to make scrambled eggs with cheese and seasoning, and I'm also going to make some sausage, not fresh sausage. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but what they had on sale at the supermarket this week, they actually had frozen sausage. And frozen sausage, it's not the best. I mean, let me show you. It's not exactly the best thing ever, but it's still delicious if you cook it properly. Usually I nuke it, but since I'm already going to take the time to make homemade scrambled eggs, I've decided to make it in the pan as well and see if it tastes any better. And I guess this will be a good opportunity for me to judge whether or not it's worth it to make this sausage in the pan, or if I should just make it in the microwave from now on. So what are your ingredients that you need if you're going to make homemade scrambled eggs? Let me show you here. I'll run through it. You've got, first of all, a bowl.
Oh, God.
A bowl is one of the most important.
God, look at your double chin,
things
homie.
to beat the eggs into it. Salt and pepper. To season, you need a whisk. Now, you don't necessarily need a whisk, but you could also use a spoon or a fork, depending on how adept you are at doing this. I just use a whisk because I suck at it. Some Pam, or you don't need Pam, obviously. It's like we talked about last time when we made the bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches. You can use butter, but I don't have time to melt butter, so I just spray the pan with that. Milk, I use Lactaid because I'm actually half lactose intolerant. If I drink real milk or, you know, eat real cheese, a lot of the times I end up being very gassy. So Lactaid. I've got some shredded cheddar.
So you're not half lactose intolerant, Phil. You're mildly lactose intolerant. Just say that, man. Just say you have a mild case of you have a mild level of lactose intolerancy. Just say that, bro.
Here, that'll be the cheese that we're gonna put into it. Jumbo white eggs doesn't, obviously, if you're doing this, it doesn't have to be jumbo white. It could be any kind of eggs, but as we talked about last time, I do enjoy the jumbo white.
Yeah.
You need one frying pan for the scrambled eggs. I have another frying pan there for the sausage, which we're going to attempt. A plate to put everything on when it's done, but some foil because for the sausage, and we'll talk about this in detail, but for this sausage, basically what they're requiring you to do is they want you to, we're going to make 3 sausage, 3 links. It says to put them in the pan, put 3 tablespoons of water into the pan, and then cover the pan for about 7 minutes. So basically, let it fry in its own juices for about 7 minutes. Then uncover it, and then let the water evaporate for 2 to 4 minutes until the links turn brown. In my opinion, I think that the water is going to disappear before then, but that's just my guess. So what do I have over here? I also have tin foil, because what this is saying is you should put the sausage into a skillet with a top. Well, I don't have a skillet with a top. I'm sorry.
Oh my god, this man's yapping.
I think
like, nigga, get started, nigga.
I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna turn both of my frying pans onto medium heat, which is just the bottom setting. I have an electric stove, by the way. Some people asked that last time. It is electric. It's not gas. But they're pretty much the same. Turn them on medium heat. Every stove has a medium setting. We're going to go ahead and for the scrambled eggs, we're going to spray the pan with the Pam so that the eggs don't stick. Now, in preparation for what we're doing, if you read the sausage, I believe the sausage says place links in an unheated skillet. So I already fucked up. I apologize, it's the first time I'm ever cooking this sausage. So, unheated skillet. We're going to put 2 to 3 links in there. By the way, this is pre-cooked as well. It's fully cooked sausage, so it's not like I have raw meat on my hand or anything like that. Maybe we'll do 3 to 4. Let's actually we'll do 4 links. Why not? Again, it's not every day that I cook for myself and I eat like this. So 4 links, and it actually says 3 tablespoons of water. One.
Get a oh my god, Phil, don't you have like don't you have like any measuring cups? So that way you don't have to fucking do that? Like, yeah, like, come on, dude.
2. 3, and if you're a gamer, you probably have that kind of hand-eye coordination that you're not going to spill the water all over the place.
Phil. You're the same guy when you tried to pour lukewarm water in a cup of noodles, you spilt it on the table. You do not have that hand-eye coordination, Phil.
If you're not, well, I can't help you. That's what you get for tweaking your whole life. You spill that shit all over between the between the sink and the stove. All right, what is the next instruction here? It says, cover and heat over medium heat for 7 minutes, then uncover, let the water evaporate, and cook another 2 to 4 minutes, and the links will brown. So, we're going to cover this.
Why couldn't you do...
with our tin foil. It doesn't have to be perfect. We're simulating as if we were putting a top on this. So obviously it's not going to be perfect. But what we're going to do, we're going to turn it on medium heat, and then we're going to go ahead and do our timer for 7 minutes. So in 7 minutes, in 7 minutes we have to remember to remove that, and then cook it for another couple minutes till the water's gone, and then those are ready. I'm going to actually do one more thing, which I didn't do. I'm going to grab my tongs, which I used in my last video to flip the sausage and try to make it golden brown on all sides, so I'll get that ready. So we're done with the tin foil. Alright, so now, the scrambled eggs, what do you do? This is already getting very hot. Scrambled eggs, you could take 2 to 3 eggs, and what you're basically going to do is this. You're going to take these eggs, you're going to put them into a ball, you're going to crack them into the ball, and you're going to add a couple ingredients. So you're going to add things like milk, a little bit of milk, salt, pepper. You're going to beat these eggs, and the goal here is to try to get the eggs to look consistent. So make them look consistently yellow, make it look like a yellow goop. And once you do that, and once your pan's hot enough, which it is already, you pour that in.
Obviously, Phil, because the yolk is yellow, so obviously you want the yolk to still be yellow by the end of it, Phil. Consistently yellow. Obviously, you want them to be yellow. What other color supposed to be there?
Here, and then we're basically going to fry it, and I'm going to show you how to fry the eggs properly so that they come out nice and fluffy. So, we're going to crack ourselves some eggs. There's many, shit all over this egg. It's disgusting. What the hell is that? I don't even know. But there's many methods to cracking eggs. I just give it one smash, and then I just open the egg into whatever I'm doing. Very simple. So we'll do all 3 like that. It usually prevents a mess. Sometimes it's a little bit trickier since the shell doesn't want to open. The key here with scrambled eggs, you don't want to get your eggshell pieces into your bowl. That's the last thing you want to do. If you get eggshell pieces into the bowl, it's not going to work. It's going to be disgusting.
Then just scoop it out.
Shit. There we go.
Oh my god.
So we got 3 eggs there. We're going to go ahead, we're going to put a little bit of milk. I'm actually going to wipe off my hands because they're getting sticky. A little bit of milk. It doesn't have to be too much. So that much right there.
Relax.
Put the milk back in the fridge.
Phil, I don't think... Phil, if you're lactose intolerant, I don't think you should be having any milk at all. Like, just say the milk is all... Like, you don't need milk for your eggs. That milk is pretty optional. Phil, if you're lactose intolerant and you get gassy and shit, it's not a good idea to put milk in there, Phil.
And that's to your liking. Some people like a lot of milk, some people like a little bit.
You put quite a bit of milk in there, Phil.
I'm going to go ahead and just season it a little bit, put a little bit of salt in there.
Like, from what I'm seeing, all I see is milk and yolk. That's all I see. I see milk and 1 yolk. Watch them, like, come on, dude.
A little bit of pepper in there just to start. And now we're going to beat these eggs. Okay? Be careful. You don't want to beat them too much or else you're going to end up basically with shit all over your counter. There's no real technique to doing it. You're basically just mashing the yolks with the whisk. If you had a bigger bowl, you could do this a lot easier. Well, I don't have a bigger bowl. This is the only bowl I have.
No way. You kidding me? That's the biggest bowl you have, Phil? Really? That's like a bowl for cereal. Come on, man.
So all I'm doing now is I'm mashing everything and trying to make it into a consistent kind of a glob here.
You can just... Phil, you put too much milk into it. That looks almost like it looks mostly white. You put too much milk in there. And first of all, you stir it. It's more to beat it, it's easier to stir it, not just jab it up and down like that. Come on, Phil.
As you see, as I do this, it's becoming more yellow and more yellow. And it's becoming more consistent. That's basically the yolk is merging with the other ingredients to become a more consistent color. And we're almost there, actually. You can see there is some yolk separated there, which is disgusting, but what are you going to do? That's scrambled eggs.
I have never seen anyone in my entire life that beats eggs like that. So nobody does that. You stir it up. You stir it, bro. Come on. No, I have never seen anyone who beats eggs like that.
In fact, I've overheated the pan, so I'm wondering how this is going to... The eggs are probably going to cook way too fast. I'm going to lower this a little bit and give it a second, because usually I'm not cooking the sausage at the same time, so...
It's not hard.
Alright, as you can see, it's almost a perfect yellow now. It's almost a uniform yellow throughout the...
Phil, you would have been done quicker if you just stirred it up. It would have been done way quicker, but you're dumbass to decide not to get a bigger bowl for it.
The liquid that we have in our bowl here. So I'm just about to pour this in here. Oh, one thing you do need is a spatula. And as you saw, that was already on my stove. I apologize that I did not mention that I hope you watch the whole video before you try to cook this, because obviously you're going to get fucked if you don't, because I'm stupid. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to pour this in. Okay. Now, what do you do? Your goal is to basically make sure that none of the egg overcooks.
Yes, obviously, that's the goal for any type of food, Phil, is to make sure that it doesn't overcook. That shit thanks, Captain Obvious.
When I say that, I mean, this
What?
egg's going to cook very fast, surprisingly fast, actually. And you're going to say, why is it cooking so fast? It's because
You preheated the fucking skillet, so obviously it's gonna take more time. It's gonna take less time for the eggs to cook because you already preheated it.
it's actually pretty thin. So what you do, you take your spatula, and you're going to go around the edges of the egg, and you're going to constantly just keep moving those edges in. And as you see, those edges have already started to solidify. And as those edges solidify, that's when your egg is going to start to become fluffy. Okay?
Could use butter.
Now, once you probably get your pan halfway size.
Fun fact, I used to be so good at making omelets and shit. Now I just lost that skill. I'm feeling probably it's too lazy to fucking make eggs. I'm gonna be like, fuck yeah, I don't feel like doing a fucking omelet. I'm just gonna fucking scramble it. So much more easier. I'm not the biggest fan of Sunny Side Up. I'm gonna be honest. I had Sunny Side Up before. I'm not the biggest fan of it.
Salad is when you're gonna want.
I'm a scrambled eggs type of guy.
Start adding other ingredients. In this case, all I have is cheese. But I've had times where I've added other things like tomatoes. I've added peppers.
Sure, Phil. I believe that you eat vegetables. No one look at your physique. You eat vegetables. That's kind of hard to believe, Phil.
I don't have any of that today. So I'm doing pretty basic scrambled eggs here. We're going to go ahead and add some cheese. Just a shredded cheddar. You go ahead and sprinkle it all over. Try to get it added in there. A little bit more here. Looks like the sausage is almost done. I can hear it sizzling. So we're going to go ahead and keep doing what we're doing. As you can see, the eggs are changing consistency very rapidly. They're very fluffy now. Very different than how they had started. Which means they're almost done.
No, they're
now,
not.
again, just like with
Flip them. Phil, you're supposed to flip them, please.
eggs over easy, which is basically what I used to make the bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches, you can have different kinds of scrambled eggs. Some people like them super fluffy, which they are right now. And you say, okay, they're super fluffy. They're a little bit runny, but they're done. Some people like them cooked a little bit more than this. I'm almost done. I actually do like my eggs a little bit runny. So I'm almost done here. A little bit more. And I'm going to call it a day. And start working on that sausage, which is almost done. Alright, so that's it. Just using the spatula to scrape it off. My seasoning's out of the way. Usually I cook it in the microwave.
Wait, what? What'd you do?
Also get my cheese out of the way. I'm curious to see how our sausage did, because again, this is the first time that I'm cooking sausage like that in the pan. Usually I cook it in the microwave.
Come on, yo, that's lazy as fuck. For me, I always do it in the fucking pan, bro. I don't understand how you can't do it how you do it in a microwave, homie. Pan's the best way to go, dude.
I cannot tell if this cheese is sealed. It is. Okay. Cheese is back. Alright. Gonna flip it. It is way overcooked on one side. Holy shit. If you remember, the recipe said to cook it until the water's gone. Well, the water is long gone. So obviously this bootleg recipe of cooking this sausage was not exactly ideal. That sausage is burnt to hell on that one side. But I'm going to cook it a little bit more to try to get it more even throughout. That kind of sucks. Man, it smells really good though. The honest truth is the sausage smells really good. I don't know if you can see it from how far it is, but it is pretty thoroughly burnt on that one fucking side. Look at that. Oops. My mistake. Woo! and everything it touches is actually starting to cook super fast. So this sausage is pretty much done. I'm just going to roll it around a little bit more. Just try to get more heat throughout. It's almost done. I have no idea. I somehow ended up with 2 plates. I didn't mean to do that. You only need 1 plate for this. This meal. Ooh. A little bit of grease there from the sausage, but nowhere near as much as with that bacon that we cooked last time. Like I said last time, a little bit of soap. Basically, just get these suckers filled up with hot water and soap right off the bat, and that way they will already start to break down all of the grease and mess that's inside of them, rather than it starting to cake to the pan, which is the common mistake. Most people don't do that. They just throw the pans into the sink, not thinking about putting anything into the pans, and then all that grease gets stuck to the pans, and it ends up taking forever to clean them later on. So that's pretty much it. We're pretty much done. Put those tongs in there as well. This is used to put water in the pan. I just put that back into the drawer. That's right, you need a fork to eat, don't you? So here we are.
The water's running, Phil.
They're still steaming hot.
Phil, the water's running. Turn off the water.
Nice, fluffy. A little bit gooey, which I like. I like them a little bit gooey. Scrambled eggs with cheddar
water.
cheese.
Bro, I can barely hear because the water's still on. Turn off the water.
With a little bit of salt and pepper in there, and some links. Again, you could cook those links in the microwave because those were the fully cooked links. If I had the other, oops, shit. If I had real links, like fresh links, then we would have went through how to cook them. But I didn't have those on hand. I had bought the ones that were on sale. Those were the fully cooked. So there you have it. It's a very basic breakfast dish. You could probably cook it in about 10 to 15 minutes. It's not time consuming, and that's it for episode 2 of Cooking with the King.
Oh God, what he's cooking now?
What's up, everyone? It's DSP, and welcome to episode 3 of the series that is already way too long to be a joke, yet I still consider it a joke. Cooking with the King. It is dinner time. It is 7:30 at night. I am starving. I should have eaten an hour ago, but I was busy making a channel update video, and so now I need to get something together, and I want something big, something that's going to fill me. Actually, I had a very quick lunch today, very small one, so I am really hungry. This is going to be my primary meal for the day. So I'm going to whip together some burgers. And there's 100 different ways to make burgers. Here, hold on a second. I'm actually going to go to my fridge while I just leave this camera here recording for a second. There's 100 billion different ways you can make burgers. I mean, I've seen people who go the traditional route where, you know, it's just ketchup and cheese. I am going to make cheeseburgers, by the way, because that is more American than just a hamburger. I've seen people who go crazy ways and just what you put jalapenos and onion rings and things on their burger. I don't go that extensive, but I do like to mix it up a little bit. So what are we going to do to start out with our burgers? Now, if I had 100, hours to make the food, I would have nice fresh ground beef. But let's face it, after I cook bacon, I don't even know enough to wash my fucking hands. So if I was going to make ground beef, I'd probably kill myself. So what I do...
At least he's honest. Because, I know for a fact he's going to be fucking cross-contaminated like it's nothing. Good thing you admitted to that, Phil.
Usually when I do make burgers at home, I buy some kind of a patty from the store, and don't get the generic brand. If you're going to get something, this is actually a local market store that I have, and their stuff's really good. Actually, this kind of burger, and also Bubba Burgers. I've had Bubba Burgers before, and Bubba Burgers are really good. The problem with Bubba Burgers is they're a little bit harder to cook than these. It's hard to judge when they're going to be ready. These usually, they're very easy to cook. In fact, this has an 8-minute time limit where you just cook it 2 minutes on each side and flip it, and it's done. And it's not so overdone.
Okay, so basically 4 minutes on one side, 4 minutes on the other. Just say that, not the to the boat. 8 minutes, 4 minutes on one side, 4 minutes on the other. Bam, game done.
That it's dry, but it's just good enough. It's juicy. I actually got the ones that have Vidalia onion pieces inside of them. which are absolutely delicious. But you can get different ones like.
Oh my god, I don't fucking care. Skip.
And it's square and it has these ridges, so you're gonna get those sear marks on your burgers when you cook it on here. I actually do have a panini grill over there, and I've heard you can cook burgers really well on it. I haven't tried it yet. I might try it at some point, but I'm hungry now. I don't want to experiment. I'm making a video. I have to make sure that the food comes out well. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna spray down my cool pan.
Oh my god, all this Pam shit, nigga. Just use a fucking, use like non-stick pan some shit, boy.
I always do. I say you can use oil, you can use butter.
That's not, wait a minute, no, that's not, no. First of all, no. Because the pies make their own oil, so you don't need to put oil in the pan, Phil. Unless they're like lean burgers, you don't put oil with burgers because the burgers have their own oil. Oh my goodness, Phil.
I just go ahead and I use the sprayable.
You guys are fucking burning yourself, boy.
Pan. I'm gonna turn it on to my burner on medium here. Now, the problem that you're gonna find when you get frozen burgers often is they freeze together, and it's a pain in the ass because, especially if you didn't cook them right away, they're like a rock. So what I usually do, and unfortunately I don't have a lot of room here today because I have so many ingredients laid out, but you gotta separate these guys, and usually a metal spatula does the trick. Shit, I really have nowhere to do this. And I'll just move my bread a little bit here, and maybe try to separate it on a plate.
Oh my goodness. Why didn't you do this beforehand, before you started recording? Please. Like, this would have been so much easier off of if you just did it beforehand.
As you can see, these have been frozen
no one
for
wants to
quite
see
a while,
this
but
shit.
usually you can get away with it. As long as you do keep them fully frozen. Yeah, they are really fucking stuck together. Holy shit. There we go. I got them separated. So, you got your separated frozen burgers. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put them on plastic so that way you don't say, oh my god, he's putting raw meat on the plate right next to the buns. So what we're going to have to do here is we're going to wait for this to heat up a little bit. But what ingredients am I going to use? Well, I'm actually going to make two different burgers. I'm going to do a more American traditional style, and I'm going to do like a barbecue Texas style. So what we've got here are various ingredients. You've got pre-shredded lettuce, which actually was on sale. It's the only reason I have it, or else I just buy a head of lettuce. Usually I would use fresh bacon, but they had a sale on.
You do realize that you should have washed your hands because you still touched the meat with those hands. So now your camera has meat on it. Oh my goodness. Oh gosh. Wait, you touched it with your right hand, right? Or is it both hands you touched the burger with? Both hands. So this dude is already touching his fucking shit he's touching his electronics with meat hands.
Burgers. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put them on plastic so that way you don't say, oh my god, he's putting raw meat on the plate right next to the buns. So what we're going to have to do here is we're going to wait for this to heat up a little bit.
It's still next to the buns, Phil. Oh my goodness.
But what ingredients am I going to use? Well, I'm actually going
to... And look at it, now you're touching the camera all over the shit with the fucking meat hands. Hold on a second. Let me just turn off my dryer and then I'll jump back into it. Luckily, I live downstairs, so my dryer is like 12 feet away from me. Alright, we're back.
I'm going to make two different burgers. I'm going to do a more American traditional style, and I'm going to do like a barbecue Texas style.
Yes, we said this.
Quick dishes or salads or something like this. In this case, I'm going to use this just for the sake of getting rid of it because it's about to expire, and I don't want to have this shit lying around, and I don't want to waste it either. So I'm going to use this on one of the burgers. 2 pieces of mild cheddar cheese. Cheddar cheese is always better than regular cheese, that's for sure.
No, it's not. Brick cheese. All you do is you're just lazy as fuck. You can't cut up slices of brick cheese and put it on the burger. Brick cheese is always better than fucking sliced cheese, and that's a fact, homie. I only use sliced cheese when I have like no choice but to use it. But besides that, I always use fucking the brick cheese, and I just use a knife, cut some slices up, and then put in my sandwiches and shit.
2 buns, and you could use any kind of bun.
Phil, you're cross-contaminated. Phil's already contaminating the damn food. Stop touching the buns.
You might find it a little bit hard to find a bun big enough for a big burger like that. I usually like a bun with a lot of sesame seeds on it.
Phil.
So it's just pretty standard white bread buns. You got your mayo, you got your ketchup.
You cross-contaminated the buns. Because both your hands touch the meat. Oh my gosh,
You got
Phil.
some Jack Daniel's barbecue sauce, which is my favorite barbecue sauce. I think it's absolutely delicious. You've got some classic bread and butter.
Look, oh my god, this man's spreading all over the place.
Chips. You gotta get bread and butter chips for burgers. A lot of people like the dill on burgers. I don't. I like the bread and butter because they're sweeter. I just think they go better with beef. And that's pretty much it. Those are our main ingredients. And from that, we're going to make 2 completely different style burgers. One, excuse me, I'm choking on nothing. One that's way more traditional, and one that's going to be, like I said, more of like a Texas barbecue style. So,
Phil, move the camera.
we're going to start cooking these burgers momentarily. Let me see if the pan is hot. The pan is getting warm. So here's what you do. These particular burgers, like I said, these are 8-minute burgers, meaning you cook them 2 minutes on each side.
Phil, you cook them on 4 minutes because the burger is 8 minutes and you have to flip them up on each side. So it's 4 minutes on one side, 4 minutes on the other. I'm doing this 2x2x2x2 shit, bro.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put those burgers in the pan. I'm going to separate them at an angle here. So basically they're like one in each corner of the pan. Put it back down on the fire here, even though it's not real fire, it's electricity. And I'm going to set my timer. Sorry, I didn't realize. This is going to be a pain in the ass to keep moving this back and forth. I'm going to set my timer for...
Phil, you literally... Oh my gosh. You touched meat with your bare hands. And now you touch up your camera. Oh my goodness.
2 minutes.
This dude.
Because in 2 minutes I'm going to want to flip these guys. I'm also going to turn on my fan like I've recommended before. Whenever you're cooking, you definitely want to have the fan on because any steam or whatever that comes out, you don't want it to go ape shit. So while those are starting to cook, we're going to go ahead and we're going to cook some bacon. And since this is microwave bacon...
Really? Microwave bacon?
Like I said, pre-cooked bacon. It's not fresh bacon, unfortunately, but I need to get rid of this bacon, so I figure we'll throw down a couple strips here. Maybe 3 strips, because that's the whole layer here. And we're going to use that on one of our burgers. The rest I'll put back in the fridge. Now the bacon's going to vary on cooking time. To be honest, I don't even know how long I'm supposed to cook 3 strips. This is pre-cooked bacon, like I said, so please don't give me any pain in the ass about touching the bacon. I will wash my hands in a second, but I'm going to get this in the microwave.
Phil, you're touching everything. That's not it, Phil. The issue is that you touched the burgers with your bare hand and didn't wash your hands. So, literally everything you just touched, it has meat on it, including the buns.
Get going.
You literally cross-contaminated without even realizing it.
Probably for about, I don't know, let's try...
Oh my god, if I'm touching the microwave too.
40 seconds and we'll see how that goes. So, we've got the burgers cooking, we've got that microwave going. I'm going to wash off my hands. To the instructions of these particular hamburgers is you do want to press them. Some burgers, they tell you don't press them, you'll lose the juice. But for these burgers, they've been specially designed. They actually have these grooves and patterns in them where if you push them down, you actually will get most of the fatty juices out and you'll get a better burger. So let's zoom in a little bit here.
That's my dry ass burger.
And so what I'm going to do, time's almost up. I'm going to go ahead and push the burger down. As you can see, immediately some fatty juices come out. I don't know how well you can see on this burger because I know it's on the close end here.
You're squeezing all the juice out, Phil.
Come out there. That's all the fatty juices. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to turn the timer off. We're going to flip our burgers for the first time. A lot of people season their burgers. You can if you like. a little pepper, a little salt. These burgers I actually find are pretty tasty on their own. There's really no reason to do that.
So why not enhance the flavor by putting seasoning on it, Phil?
I'm gonna go ahead and set the timer for another 2 minutes because, like I said, it's 2. It's an 8-minute burger.
White folks, man, they still love show no seasoning, but season your burgers. I don't care if it says enhance the damn taste. Put some seasoning in that shit, bro.
Look at our bacon.
How you not seasoning burgers?
Our bacon actually came out well. Our bacon is crispy. And that's exactly how you want it. You don't want it rubber. You want a crispy bacon for the pre-cooked bacon because that's how you know that most of the fat's been out. Oops, sorry. I was not even close to the camera there. A nice crispy bacon. So that'll go on one of our burgers. So let's get that out.
Why does that look so dry?
Out of the way. Now, what you're going to want to do while your burgers are cooking,
Yeah.
you're going to want to get all of your side ingredients ready. You don't want to have them not ready when the burgers are ready. So we'll zoom out here, and we're going to get everything lined up and ready to go.
Wait, did you touch the bacon?
So that'll go on.
Wait,
Oops, sorry.
If I'm
I want it rubber.
I'm pretty sure you
Our
touched the
bacon actually came out well. Our bacon is crispy. And that's exactly how you want it. You don't want it rubber. You want a crispy bacon for the pre-cooked bacon because that's how you know that most of the fat's been out. Oops, sorry. I was not even...
I'm pretty sure you touched the bacon in his right hand. So his right hand is not covered in, now has bacon on it. Okay.
Close to the camera there. A nice crispy bacon. So that'll go on one of our burgers. So let's get that out of the way. Now, what you're going to want to do while your burgers are cooking, you're going to want to get all of your side ingredients ready. You don't want to have them not ready when the burgers are ready. So we'll zoom out here, and we're going to get everything lined up and ready to go.
So now your camera has not only burger stuff, not burger remains on it, now has bacon on it too. Yes, sir. Wow.
First thing you're going to want to do, get your bread ready.
And now the buns all have bacon on it. Oh my goodness. He's gonna kill him. This dude is crazy, bro.
Depending on what kind of burger you're making, I'm actually going to turn on my panini grill.
Nice panini grill with bacon juice on it. He's touching everything. Man.
And I'm going to attempt to toast these buns. Which basically you only need to run it through a panini grill if you have one for about a minute, and the buns will get toasted.
Where's your toaster, Phil? You don't have a toaster?
What I'm looking to do here is make two completely different burgers. One's going to be more American style, one will be like a Texas style. So this one I'm going to put the traditional ingredients like mayo, ketchup, maybe some lettuce and pickles and cheese. On the other one I'm going to do actually some barbecue sauce with the
Pay attention to his right hand, because the right hand has the bacon stuff on it.
bacon and cheese. So two completely different flavors you're going to get from two similar burgers. So let's see here. Looks like we got 42 seconds left on the burgers. I just really need to wait for my panini grill to warm up, and then I'm going to go ahead and toss those buns over onto the grill. See, it's right over here. That's it right there.
That's funny.
Right here. I cooked it actually right before this, and I don't want to lift it because if you lift a panini grill when it's warming up, that actually will cause it to cool down. It's actually the two plates connected that contain the heat and will make it hotter at a quicker pace. And actually,
Yeah, obviously, Phil, that's just physics. When you're trying to, for example, you're trying to boil water, you typically have the lid closed so the water can boil faster. Yes, to keep the heat in, Phil. That is basic physics.
I'm going to pump this up a little bit higher than usual to high because I'm going to want to toast the bread rather than just make it like, you know, warm. So, alright, so my burgers, once again, it looks like they're going to be ready to flip any second. So let's zoom in here. Turn that timer off.
And now his timer has big. Now his timer has bacon stuff on it and his spatula.
Again, just like we did before.
Great.
We're going to flatten.
Stop squeezing out the burger, Phil. You did it once already.
You can actually see, depending on where you put them on the griddles, they actually start to take form. They become more oval shaped, octagonal shaped. More oval shaped than round. We'll flip this guy again. Flip this guy again. We're going to set our timer for
You
another.
don't squish a hamburger because now you're leaving all the juices out and it's going to end up being the inside being dry. Don't squish hamburgers, guys.
2 minutes.
And now there's still, and then the timer now has bacon juice on it. Thanks a lot, bro.
Okay, so while that's cooking, We're gonna check. It looks like the panini grill's probably almost ready. I'm gonna check the temperature now with my hand. And it is, it's getting warm. I don't know, it's taking kind of a while, and I'm wondering, with only about roughly 6 minutes left, I don't know if we're gonna make it. I might want to just pop these guys in the toaster. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Unfortunately, I don't have enough time for the panini grill today.
Why didn't you do that from before?
So we're gonna pop these guys in the piece of shit toaster right here. That never fucking works properly. Now we're just gonna go with a standard. Oh, there we go.
Is it plugged in?
Well, it might help if I plugged it in too.
Oh, this guy. This guy is funny, man. Yeah.
Standard toasting on our bun.
Jeez, yeah. What the hell did you plug it in, dumb shit?
It's always better to have a slightly toasted bun than a raw, you know. Well, not really raw. Obviously, it's cooked, but not just a plain bun. That's not.
Well, that bun is now contaminated with bacon and burger juice. So good job, bro. You caught.
No fun having a plain bun. So once that's toasted, we'll start to put the ingredients together to formulate our meal here. Might want to grab a fork.
This one I cannot do a conversation up, dog.
"41 seconds left on our burgers before we flip them for the last time."
This guy just snorted. This man did a snort. Phil, how about you get the cheese and how about you get the cheese and the lettuce ready while you're at it?
That bun must almost be ready.
This dude, okay, skip
Thing is
this
this
shit.
long.
Skip this shit, cause he's not doing shit. And this man has not. Oh my goodness.
Actually, put some barbecue sauce on one of our burgers before it even gets off the grill. Just a little bit, not too much. Just to give it a little bit of flavor.
Why?
Kind of, you know, cooked into the burger. And then we're also going to go ahead and put the cheese on our burgers ahead of time so it melts. You want melted cheese. And
Oh, wait, why you using sliced cheese, bro? It's so whack.
you can even go ahead, it's up to you. I'm gonna do it, what the hell. On that burger we put the barbecue sauce, I'm gonna put some of the bacon on it. So it'll actually melt a little bit into the cheese. Now of course it turns out I have too much fucking bacon. So, oh well, this burger's gonna be insane.
Or just eat the bacon. Well, I'll see what the issue is here. Like, not all has to go to the damn burger. Just eat the bacon. Eat some of the bacon and have a moderate amount.
Our second bun just finished toasting.
Yeah.
Now,
skip this, cause.
So we're gonna go ahead and put some.
Oh my god, this man is contaminating the knife, bro. Come on.
Some more barbecue sauce on the bun. Oh shit. Well, that was way too much. The thing erupted on me. There must have been an air pocket in it. That's not cool.
Or maybe you just put too much pressure into it, Phil. Let it slowly drip down, dude.
Well, we could salvage it. Look at that. Just put a little bit on top. There's going to be way too much on the bottom, and I'm going to have to avoid that blotch right there, because I obviously didn't want that to happen, but... Now for the other one...
All we could have done is have like a bowl. Have 3 bowls. Put a little bit of have 3 bowls. Put a little bit of the condiments in each bowl. That way you don't have to fucking press hard on the damn. Don't let it go to the damn bottle. Just get your knife, spread it out, and simple as that.
If we're going more traditional, I'm gonna go ahead, clean that off later. And on the bottom bun, I'm gonna put some mayo.
I'm pretty sure the burgers are done, Phil.
A bit, not too much.
Oh my goodness.
And now we'll bring our burgers over and we'll start to build them.
Oh my god, those bacon and contaminated buns.
So, go get them. It's done because the cheese is completely melted. It's not over melted, you know what I mean? It's not like burning at the seams or anything, but it's melted nicely on the burger.
Over melted.
There.
That's a good
We got
sentence.
one American burger and one heart attack burger, basically. Okay.
What a comedian.
Good. And that fat is going to continue to sizzle in the pan, but I want to make the burgers first, and then I'll get rid of that later. So on our traditional burger, what are we going to do? Well, first thing you want to do, if you're going to put ketchup on it, you got to put the ketchup on it first. Before you start... Oh my god.
Oh my... This man cannot make food without making a damn mess, bro.
Now the ketchup wants to launch all over the counter.
Phil, this is why I said put it in bowls, so that way all you need to do is just grab a knife and then spread it out, dude.
Try to do this a little bit neater than I did. Obviously, this is a mess right now. I did not prepare my squirtable ingredients, and they launched all over the place on me, so spread a little bit of that ketchup over the cheese. It's evenly distributed. If you're going to go ahead and do pickles or anything like that, you put those on.
You need a fork.
The one bummer is that I ran out of tomato. I had tomato and I ate it for lunch on a panini sandwich I made. I didn't realize. I was like, oh man, I should have fucking saved the tomato for the burger tonight. Well, I forgot, and I went ahead and ate the tomato. So I have no tomato for this. I'll do a little bit of pre-shredded lettuce. Obviously, if I had fresh lettuce, that's what I would be putting on here.
Yeah, sure.
I do not.
Like you're actually cut some lettuce. I highly doubt it, Phil.
So some pre-shredded lettuce. So there's our more typical American burger with the mayo, the ketchup, pickles, lettuce. Texas-style burger is pretty much done. We're not going to do anything else to it. I mean, it has way too much bacon on it, but that's my fault. I should have only cooked 2 strips. So I am trying to get rid of it.
Just eat the bacon by itself. And then for your burger, grab less bacon strips. Simple as that. You want to put all of it into the burger. Just eat some of it right now, and then you have that for the burger.
You got the barbecue on the top and bottom. And that's it. I mean, I'm going to enjoy these 2 completely different tasting burgers. I'm going to clean up this horrendous mess that I've now made because of the squirting of everything. But in, 20 minutes, pretty much it could have been a lot shorter than...
I'm sorry, but these burgers look exactly the same. It's just that this one has just bacon. So basically, they're both Texas-style burgers. Just one has bacon and one doesn't. They're not Texas.
20 minutes if I wasn't showing you the ingredients, but we made 2 completely different burgers.
They're not completely different, Phil.
One American.
Phil, one has bacon, one doesn't. Besides that, they're pretty much 1-to-1. What are you talking about?
American style, one barbecue style, and it is a pretty fatty, high cholesterol meal, but for someone like me, like I said, who hasn't eaten really much all day and I'm starving, this is a good way to make sure that I'm not up at midnight, with an aching stomach. So that's it for this episode of Cooking.
Yeah. What's next? Oh, bacon, more bacon, egg, and cheese. Oh, God.
What's up, everyone? It's DSP, and welcome to another edition of Cooking with the King, or Poorly Cooking with the King, as I've termed it, because I still think this series is a joke, but people seem to enjoy it, so I'm going to keep going on with it. Today is going to be another breakfast, which I know a lot of people will say, oh, you keep doing breakfasts. Well, breakfasts are some of the quickest and easiest things that you can cook, and I'd rather get these out of the way before I try to tackle any more advanced recipes. What we're going to do today is we're going to make a family favorite of mine, and to be completely honest, I used to eat this all the time as a kid, but I don't remember what we used to call it. And I think my mother actually termed it egg with the hole in the middle. And if you hear that, you're like, what the hell does that mean? What you're going to see is it's a pretty easy thing to cook. You can do some variations on it depending on what you like exactly in your breakfast, and you can go from there. So anyway, here's what you need for ingredients.
Oh, I want to see this one. What's this one?
What's going on, everyone? It's DSP, and welcome to another episode of Poorly Cooking with the King. Although in this episode, we're actually going to go a little bit more healthy than some of my previous recipes, simply because a lot of people have been complaining, and I guess it's time to show that I don't only eat, things that might be high in fat or high in cholesterol. What we're going to do today is we're going to whip up a nice tuna salad sandwich, but we're actually going to do it a little bit differently, because unlike regular tuna salad sandwiches, it's not just going to be a sandwich, we're going to make it a panini. But I will show you what I mean in just a little bit. The first thing we need to do is talk about ingredients. For any sandwich, obviously, for tuna salad, the first thing you need is tuna. Now, depending on how much you're going to make, usually the standard can of tuna comes in 5 or 6 ounce varieties. I grabbed 2, and I'm going to make enough tuna salad for 2 cans. However, you can go ahead and...
I'm going to make a tuna salad enough for 2 cans. What? That makes no sense.
If you're only going to make one sandwich, obviously 1 can is going to be more than enough. In this case, each can's 5 ounces, so we're talking roughly 10 ounces of tuna. Now, you're probably going to want the tuna that's in water. I've seen the tuna that's in oil, but that's not very good. It's usually used for other different kinds of recipes, but I wouldn't recommend it for tuna salad. The other primary ingredient in tuna salad is usually mayonnaise, but in this case, I actually do prefer this mayonnaise substitute, which is called Miracle Whip. There are other ones like it, but usually what this does is it's a vegetable dressing that it has a tangy zip to it. It's a tangier than regular mayonnaise, but the key to this is that it has less than half the fat and cholesterol than regular mayonnaise.
But nigga, it's still mayonnaise. It's just fat. It's just half fat-free mayonnaise, nigga. But it's literally mayonnaise. Like, dude, it's Miracle Whip, nigga. That's just the name of the mayonnaise. It's still mayo. That's just the name of the mayo. It's called Miracle Whip, but it's still mayo.
I'm going to go ahead and we're going to use that to make our tuna salad today. I do actually like Miracle Whip. I used to eat it all the time when I was a kid. Some other things that you'll need, obviously, any fixings that you want to put. So, for example, lettuce. I actually have pre-shredded lettuce here.
But what's wrong? What happened to the full-headed lettuce that you're gonna bring on for the past episode 3? What happened?
I'm gonna have a piece of cheese on there for a panini. I actually have, these are pretty neat. These are sliced pickles that are lengthwise so that you can put them on a sandwich, which is pretty cool. I personally love bread and butter pickles. I think it's delicious with tuna salad. For tuna salad, there's other ingredients that typically you would include. For example...
Seasonings? Where's the seasoning?
Some chopped celery, some chopped parsley, some chopped onions. In fact, there's one ingredient that I forgot that I'm going to get out of my cupboard right now.
Why didn't you do that before?
And I didn't plan on doing this today. It's just I just woke up and I said, man, I'm hungry. I don't feel like going out and buying anything. And actually, I was out of regular bread, if you can believe it. All I had is this special ciabatta bread in here right now because the rest of my bread got moldy this week. And I was like, damn, well, what am I going to do? Rather than run out and buy stuff, I'm just going to whip up something from what I have here. So we're going to make some makeshift tuna salad. All right, so the first thing you need to do is you need to open your tuna and drain it thoroughly. So we got our can opener here, and obviously you want to be very careful whenever you're dealing with any kind of a sharp household tool. I recommend you get an automatic can opener because, for example, this one barely even works. It's very hard to even get it to work, but it is what it is. It's all I have right now. And what you're going to want to do, don't actually remove the entire lid, okay? Because what you're going to want to do is drain it. So go maybe 3/4 of the way around, which is what I did there. And then you bring it over. Woo, I can smell the tuna already. Stinky, stinky. But it's delicious. And you go ahead and you drain your tuna.
How long has that goldfish box been there? It's been there since like episode 1. Dude.
Get all that water out of the can. Try to get it as dry as you can. Okay?
This thing got an apron?
Last thing we're going to want is soggy, wet and soggy tuna salad. So that's done, and then once you're done with that, you take a knife, any knife.
No.
Maybe a butter knife, but I just grabbed this knife because it was the closest one. You bend your lid, be very careful, and you just take that and you get your tuna into a bowl. Now, depending on how much tuna salad you're making, obviously you might need a much bigger bowl than this. But in this case, I'm only making enough for a sandwich or two here. I'll probably save a little bit, because I'm sure this is going to be more than enough for one sandwich, and so therefore you might want a bigger bowl later on. All depends. If you're making this for the family, obviously you're going to want more.
Phil, did you put it into recycling, or did you put... Oh, no, don't wait. Phil, you're supposed to wash it out and then put it into a recycling bin, not in the garbage can, lazy fuck.
A bigger bowl. So we'll go ahead and we'll open this can as well.
Yeah, okay, yes, you can open cans.
I learned from experience. Don't frickin' gouge yourself here.
It's not hard. Why don't you use like a butter knife? You don't have any like butter knives? So that way you don't have to risk while cutting yourself. You don't like use a butter knife. That's what I do. Use a butter knife.
Obviously get as much out of the can as you can. It's okay to have a little bit left behind. Alright. You should use, what they say is, for every 6 ounces of tuna, you should use a 1/2 cup of mayonnaise and or Miracle Whip. In this case, I'm going to add it, see how much, what it looks like, and if I need to add more. 1/2 cup per 6 ounces, well, I've got 10 ounces, so you figure I might end up using all of my Miracle Whip here, actually, because I don't have a heck of a lot left. This might be the end of it. And like I said, unlike mayonnaise, this is vegetable-based. It has a lot less, shit, where's my cup? There you go. A lot less calories, a lot less...
It's not mayonnaise, it's Miracle Whip. It's still fucking mayonnaise.
Fat, a lot less cholesterol than regular mayonnaise. And so it even looks identical to mayonnaise. It actually does taste quite different. It has a tank.
Phil, cause it is mayonnaise. It's just the name of it. The name is called Miracle Whip, but it's still mayonnaise.
Zip to it that I personally like. So let's see if I get that in there.
Oh my goodness.
That's little. It's probably about 1/2 cup, maybe a little bit more.
That's so much.
And we're gonna go ahead.
So much.
We're gonna add some onion powder to it, and you don't want to go ape shit. Obviously, you want to put some onion powder, but not too much. So we'll just do a little sprinkling there.
Where's the pepper?
That in.
First of all, I don't know anyone puts onion powder into the thing, but where's the pepper, bro? Pepper is fire. Where's black pepper?
Now, literally, all you do is you stand here for a while and you mix it.
Oh my god.
And it's gonna make your tuna salad for you.
That's so much mayonnaise, man. What the fuck?
There's really nothing to it. It's just mixing until you've got the consistency that you're looking for. And obviously this bowl now is, I wish I kind of had a slightly bigger bowl, because now this bowl's ending up being a little bit too small for what I wanted, because now it's starting to jump out of the edges on me. Woo, I can smell that onion powder. I really do wish I had some celery, because like I said, I do like some pieces of celery in my tuna salad usually.
Sure, buddy. Sure, buddy. Oh, ew. That is way too much mayonnaise. I'm saying that right now. That's way too much. I use like what? Cause sometimes I use 2 cans and I get like what? 2 or 3 like tablespoons of mayo. You put way too much mayonnaise in. That's way too much.
Obviously, this is way too much for one sandwich. Any person who
that's way too much mayo. That's not. Oh my goodness, bro. That is way too much mayo. What the fuck, bro?
Who would sit there and just eat one whole bowl of this with tuna salad? You're gonna freaking die, man. Don't do that. But I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. How I'm gonna make this an interesting sandwich rather.
Okay, I think someone in the comments says that's way too much mayo, because that's way too much. It's gonna make it too sad for you. Nice. Way too much milk whip pies, man. I like way too much milk whip. How you fuck up a basic sandwich? Yeah, that's way too much mayo. Honestly, it's way too much.
Than just a plain sandwich. Now, what you ideally want to do, you're gonna mix it like this, and you're gonna let it sit for a little bit.
That shit has more mayo than fucking tuna. That's way too much.
Try to solidify and dry out a little bit, but this is pretty much ready to serve. And honestly, I think I put a little bit too much Miracle Whip in there. I think I could have went with a little bit less. I think it looks a little bit too goopy right now. So, just experimenting, like I said, it's hard to do when you're not doing it exactly to the ingredients that the recipe tells you. And in this case, like I said, the recipe said do a half a cup per 6 ounces. I think that recipe was absolutely wrong, because if you do a half a cup per 6 ounces, that thing's gonna be drooling. I mean, that.
Phil, did you look at the size of the tuna can? Because I'm pretty sure if you use a tuna can, it'll help you out.
That was what I put in there was about roughly half a cup. And that was 10 ounces of tuna, and I think it was too much. But I also think that they were assuming you were putting a lot of other ingredients into it, like the celery and parsley and onions and other things. But anyway, this is roughly your tuna salad. Actually, it looks like it is a little bit dry in the center. Mix it up a little bit more. Now, what are we going to do to make this not just a regular tuna salad sandwich? Well, here's what we're going to do. Over here, I have 2 unique things that can make this different. I have a piece of ciabatta bread and a panini grill, okay? Now, let me tell you something. This panini grill is amazing, because this panini grill, it'll cost you maybe, the cheapest one I've seen in a store is maybe like 30 bucks. They go all the way up to like 80 bucks depending on how big they are and all the options and things like that. This thing is amazing. It turns regular sandwiches into like gourmet lunch, really. I mean, I've had so many days where I just made a regular sandwich. I was like, it's just a meat, you know, it's a ham sandwich, and you toss it on there and it melts the cheese and it gets everything nice and warm. It's pulls the flavor out of things. So I highly recommend for anyone who...
Because that's what panini sandwiches do. It heats up things by pressing the things together, Phil. That's just how it works.
Eats lunch, you know, like sandwiches all the time. Panini grill is excellent. You can also interchange the plates on this grill. They come off, they're easy to wash, and you can also have interchangeable plates that are flat, and you can use this as a regular grill as well. If you don't have like a stove like I have, or a frying pan, you can use this as like a griddle. So I'm going to turn this guy on. I'm going to turn it on high heat for a sandwich. Now this is ciabatta bread. Ciabatta bread is special because ciabatta bread... Whoa, just smashed the camera with the ciabatta.
Is it ciabatta? I'm pretty sure it's called ciabatta. Is it? I'm not high out. It's called pachata, but what the fuck he said? Can't spell pronunciation right. Fuck it, I don't fucking care. Ciabatta. Oh, he's actually right.
Ciabatta.
Okay, he's right. I call it ciabatta, but that's called ciabatta. Oh, he's correct. My bad.
Bread. Hold on, let me zoom out. Ciabatta bread is special because it is a different consistency than regular bread. It is a thicker bread. And what this is made to basically do is it grills very well. When it toasts, it turns into like a hard toast, and it can be flattened like on the panini grill. And as you're going to see, it's really good for grilling. So what we're going to do is we're going to start building our sandwich on this ciabatta bread over here.
Building our sandwich.
Then we're going to toss it on the panini grill.
This man's using such building our sandwich. You mean making the sandwich?
So let's actually start to clean up
this
a little
alien,
bit.
bro.
It's done. Done with the can
We proceed to build our sandwich. The fuck?
Get that out of the way. Okay. Done with this. This will get washed.
That tuna looks so bad.
Man, I really wish I had other ingredients, because that is a soggy tuna salad, and I wish it wasn't that soggy, but there's not much I can do about it now. Alright. I'm gonna open my. Obviously, you don't have to buy pre-cut lettuce. This is just they had it on sale at my store, and I was like, wow, pre-cut lettuce. That's an easy.
You made the same excuse last time you bought pre-cut lettuce, Phil. Stop making that same excuse. Just say, I don't feel like cutting any lettuce right now. Just say that, Phil. Don't try to act all healthy up here, bro. You made that same excuse. Literally, this man literally made the same excuse we making those Texas burgers. Just say you don't feel like cutting stuff, Phil. It's okay to say that. Don't try to sound all like healthy and like active and stuff. Just say you're too lazy to cut lettuce, so you just bought pre-cut lettuce. Just say that, man. Also, don't make an excuse saying it's on sale. Cause you made that same excuse for episode 3.
Way out, rather than having to actually, you know, buy a head of lettuce and start cleaning it and stuff like that. This is pre-washed, pre-cut lettuce that you can use on a sandwich. So we're gonna go ahead and just take some of our tuna salad that we just made. We're gonna put it on our panini bread. I'm sorry, our ciabatta bread. Take that back. Panini bread is different. There is bread specifically called panini bread that is different than this bread.
Yes, Phil, we know that.
Go ahead and apply. Now remember, the way that this is going to work is it's going to go on the grill, it's going to push it down. So what you want to try to do is get as much towards the center of the bread as possible, so that when the pressure gets applied on top, it'll squish it out and it'll evenly distribute amongst the bread. And we'll put a little bit more. So this is enough for maybe another 2 sandwiches actually. Any crackling noises you hear right now, that's actually the panini grill. It's actually warming up and it makes those noises as it warms up. Alright, so let's get that out of the way. Up next, we should probably do...
There's some mayo in your hands,
some
Phil.
pickles. So what we'll do is we've got some pickles here. And we grab a fork. We'll grab a little baby fork to use for this guy. And I love these pickles. They're perfect for this kind of sandwich.
You got a kid in here? What the fuck you have baby forks for?
They're sweet. They're delicious. You put them right there, bloop, like that. And I love these pickles, so I'm putting 2 on. I'm sorry.
You better wash that left hand. Wash that hand,
right
homie.
There. So we got 2 pickles.
Wash the hand, homie.
Put a piece of cheese. That'll melt on there nicely.
And now the freaking cheese is contaminated with pickle juice. Thanks a lot, Phil.
Put this on our panini grill. We're going to put a little bit of lettuce. I don't want to make too much of a mess. But, you know I'm going to anyway. And then we're going to go ahead and put that on top.
And now the ciabatta bread, it has freaking pickle juice on it. Thanks a lot, Phil.
So when this cooks on our panini grill, you're going to see it's going to toast it nicely. Actually, I've put too much tuna on the sandwich because I can already see it's running off. So I'm going to take some of this off the edges.
How many followers?
It's unavoidable. Whenever you cook something on a panini press, something's going to come off the sandwich, whether it's dressing, whether it's some of the ingredients. They always
because you're putting too much of it.
Fall off. I've never had like a perfect panini sandwich where, you know, nothing came off of it. It's inevitable because you're putting pressure on top of the sandwich, so obviously something's going to fall off of the sandwich. Alright, so this one's pretty much good to go as soon as that grill heats up and is almost ready to go. It's heating up as we speak, and as soon as that blue light goes on the right-hand knob, it means that it's ready to go. So let's move our sandwich over here in preparation. In the meantime, I'll clean up a little bit over here. Whenever you're using a panini press or a panini grill, be extremely careful because that sucker gets hot. Let me tell you, I used to work at a health food store. Yes,
health food. I doubt that.
I said that. I used to work at a health food store in high school. All we sold was like frozen yogurt, salads, panini sandwiches that were made to be, you know, fit sandwiches. And we used a panini grill similar to this one, only it was like an industrial strength one. The thing was, you know, made to be used all day long. And let me tell you, that thing got so damn hot, you would just go like this, whoop, oh, you could freaking burn your finger right off. You're like, holy shit, man. Because that thing would be on constantly all day long. Now, some other things that you can add to your tuna if you like. A lot of people like to add pepper. I do know that. I personally, I like pepper a little bit, but not too much, so I didn't put any pepper on this. But you can if you like. It is a common ingredient. Alright, so our panini grill is warmed up. Our right-hand blue light is now on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the sandwich on the grill. And you got to be careful when you do this. Like I said, it's going to be very hot. You open the grill, leave it open. Ooh, you see the steam come off of it right away. We're going to put our tuna salad sandwich down. You probably want to position the bread a little bit back because when you close it like this, it's going to actually flatten the sandwich and pull that. So what I usually do is I do this. I put the bread a little bit back and I already angle the top like this. Some grills, you're lucky you can do that. And then that way when I push it down, voila. So essentially, rather than just a regular tuna salad sandwich, what we're making is a panini grill tuna melt, which is probably going to end up being a lot more tasty than just a regular tuna salad sandwich. And I can already see some of the tunas coming off the sides. That's perfectly fine. Just like when you make a tuna melt, there's always tuna that, you know, hangs off the edges and it gets grilled on the grill. That's fine. So our tuna melt is melting. Clean up a little bit more here while we wait. Typically when I make a panini sandwich like this, I leave it on the grill for about 5 minutes. It all depends on what you're making, but you want to make sure that your bread is toasted properly, because you don't want to end up with bread that's like soggy, which unfortunately has happened a couple times. I took it off the grill too early and the bread ended up being very soggy because of all the juices and everything from the meat and everything that I had in the sandwich had actually, you know, seeped into the bread, but I didn't cook the bread long enough, so it ends up being kind of a mushy bread, which you definitely don't want.
No, you don't.
So my apologies, I'm passing in front of the camera a couple times here to put some things in the dishwasher. We're almost done.
Oh, look, Krisha.
Some other common things that you put on a tuna melt: lettuce, tomato. Some people like bacon. I've seen some interesting things added to tuna melt sandwiches, so it's totally at your discretion and your taste. That's the cool thing about this kind of a sandwich, is that you have very many variations of ways you can make it. And
just like any other sandwich, Phil. Just like any other sandwich has variations as well, Phil. Not just tuna melts.
the basic recipe is just tuna and mayonnaise or a mayonnaise substitute, so...
And you fucked up on the mayo because you put too much on it.
It's very easy to make. It's not that messy. It's not that big of a deal. In fact, the biggest mess we're going to have, as you're going to see, is going to be the grill, because some of that tuna is going to have seeped onto the grill, and it's going to end up being a little bit messy to clean up. Goes up here. I apologize, I don't have a fast motion camera, you know. I'm not going to edit this video to skip to when it's done, so if you're bored right now, go take a piss, go take a shit, go jerk off, go do whatever you need to do, go walk your dog, go slap your baby on the back. You'll be surprised how long lettuce can last if you put it in a nice zip.
Okay.
Fortunately, most of the tuna has CP with up to 10 ounces of tuna. Put a little bit less than half a cup. That was just, it was too much Miracle Whip for what was there. In fact, I might take another can of tuna and add it to that leftovers that I have to try to even it out. It was way too much. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead, rather than wait, I'm going to take it off. As you can see, it made a mess on our panini grill, which we'll have to clean up later, but do not do that immediately because it is so freaking hot. Now that is one messy sandwich. And the reason it's so messy is because there's way too much Miracle Whip in it, so that's a shame. If it had just a little bit less Miracle Whip, it wouldn't have been this
that looks so bad.
Goopy, and all of our ingredients wouldn't have slid like that. They all kind of slid right off the sandwich, but try to get them back on there a little bit. Our cheese is already melted to the pickle, so that's going to be hard. That's going to be a messy sandwich to eat. But you understand the basic recipe of tuna salad is very easy. And I'm kind of disappointed with the presentation. I guarantee you this is going to taste good. The presentation, it looks like shit. It looks like it looks like someone like just freaking took a crap on a piece of bread. So, but anyway, sometimes you win some and you lose some.
That looks. The Sia bottle looks weird. It looks like it looks like an end of a loaf.
It's gonna be tasty. It's just gonna be really messy. So nothing I can do about. All right, welcome to another episode of Poorly Cooking with the King, and today we're going to be doing an American classic, and it's actually one of the quickest things that you can cook in your kitchen. Really easy. We're going to be doing hot dogs, but also as a little side, I have... What's up, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Poorly Cooking with the King. Today we are going to do a slight variation on a recipe that I've actually already done, but it actually completely changes the dish. We did scrambled eggs, and wow, excuse me. Ooh, you tell I'm hungry. My stomach's like, give me food. We did scrambled eggs already, and if you remember, the easy way to make that dish was just to take a couple eggs and beat them, put them in a dish or a frying pan, fry them over heat, and move them around until they're scrambled, and then your dish is done. What we're going to do today is we're going to do a variation on that and attempt to make an omelet. Now, it's going to be a very simple omelet with a little bit of meat, ham and sausage and cheese. Now, I do want to let you know...
Okay, well,
unlike those cooking shows that lie, I want to let you know that I did do a little bit of pre-preparation for today's cooking. As you can see, I've already...
Okay, first of all, Phil, it's not lactose-free anymore, because you fucking put cheese in it, dumbass. It's not lactose-free eggs anymore.
Already prepared some ham, slices from, basic lunch meat, anything that you can buy at a supermarket, and some sausage links. I've already cooked them, and I've chopped them up. So those are good to go to add to my omelet.
Okay, good. He actually pre-cooked some shit.
And I have some shredded cheddar right here, which we're going to add to the omelet as well as it...
Phil, it's not lactose-free an omelet anymore, because cheese has lactose. Dude is insane, man. Hold on, let me see. My God, do you know that cheese base is not lactose-free? Phil. It's not lactose-free anymore because you're putting cheese on it.
Cooks. So what we're going to do is we're going to make the omelet and just add those ingredients. It's very basic, but it should turn out alright. And I just want to let you know, obviously this will add maybe up to 5 minutes of extra time to this recipe, even though these people on TV, they love to say, oh, it's a 10-minute meal, but then they forget to mention there was 45 minutes of prep involved. So, alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to do the same exact thing that we did to make scrambled eggs, which is basically going to go ahead and crack some eggs into a bowl. Roll up my sleeves here. We'll probably do a 3-egg omelet. I am pretty hungry. 1.
Yeah, this could be the last video that I'm going to end this stream.
I'm not sure. Were you able to see when I hit that egg? I think you were. It's just one solid stroke. A lot of people were asking me, how do you crack an egg, easily? It's one solid stroke. Boom. Don't go for like little hits or anything like that. The longer it takes you to crack the egg, the messier it's going to be. Let me put it that way. Just crack it and get it done. All set. Go ahead and we'll wipe that little bit of egg mess up before I forget, because for me, I will tend to forget and it'll sit there until I see it again later today. Alright, we're going to add a little bit of milk, like we did last time when we made scrambled eggs. For me, since I'm partially lactose intolerant, it'll be the lactose-free milk, so that I don't shit my pants later. Just a little bit. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and whip those eggs. Apron's falling off. Here we go. Which, it's not a big bowl, you just go ahead and whip them like this. No big deal. until basically they're one solid consistency like we did last time. Now while you're doing that, since it's so easy, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to spray my pan, my frying pan, which is off camera, with the pan. And I'm going to start heating up the pan to medium heat. Just to get that done. There's nothing to it, you don't want to make too much of a mess, so you can do very small whisking like I'm doing. You can also do this with a spoon like I had mentioned in my scrambled egg video. However, if you do it with a spoon, it might take a little bit longer. A whisk is obviously the best thing to use for this. It's the no-brainer.
Oh my goodness, I never got something on board. I'm
Frying
eating eggs.
for a little while. And unlike what we did with the scrambled eggs, if you remember, we waited for it to start to solidify and then we started moving it around to scramble it. In this case, we're going to let it sit there and we're going to let it solidify as if it were one giant egg pancake, and you'll see what I mean. So let's see. Starting to heat up. We're going to go ahead and add the egg. And it'll coat the bottom of the pan nicely. Just opening my bag of cheese over here to get it ready for when we add it to the omelet. So very, very simple. We're just going to let it sit there and cook for a little bit. For all you whiners, I do have a plastic spatula so that I don't destroy the Teflon in my pan. Even though I've never destroyed the Teflon in a pan before, I had an overwhelming number of people when I started these videos start complaining, "Phil, how dare you use a metal spatula in a Teflon coated pan? You're destroying your pan, you're getting Teflon in the food." And I was like, oh boy, here we go. You know, I've only been cooking for, you know, my life and never had a problem, but leave it to the internet, you make one video, and people will start second guessing you and telling you they know better. So rather than fight with thousands of people who think that they're smart, you got a plastic spatula. I actually had a plastic spatula anyway. It's not like I ran out and bought one. But anyway, just like with the scrambled eggs, this is going to go ahead and cook. I kind of wish I preheated the pan now, because now you're staring at an egg starting to cook in a pan, which is annoying. I'll up the heat just a little bit. Try to get this going. And it's pretty simple. All we're going to do, we're going to wait for the egg to start to solidify.
Wait, didn't he say did he put any tomatoes in there? Cause I used to put tomatoes and healthy stuff in my eggs. Where are they now?
I was like, oh boy, here we go. You know, I've only been cooking for, you know, my life and never had a problem, but leave it to the internet, you make one video, and people will start second guessing you and telling you they know better. So rather than fight with thousands of people who think that they're smart, you got a plastic spatula. I actually had a plastic spatula anyway. It's not like I ran out and bought one. But anyway, just like with the scrambled eggs, this is going to go ahead and cook. I kind of wish I preheated the pan now, because now you're staring at an egg starting to cook in a pan, which is annoying. I'll up the heat just a little bit. Try to get this going. And this is pretty simple. All we're going to do, we're going to wait for the egg to start to solidify. And as the egg starts to solidify, then we're going to add our ingredients to the omelet. And I have way too many, by the way. I'm not going to add all what you saw on that plate. That was way too much. I just wanted to make sure. But I had some leftovers, and it's better to have, you know, more than enough than not enough. So I figured, since I have the leftovers, might as well prepare them all for this dish. And really, I think the mentality of what you should go for when you make an omelet is that you're making an egg burrito. Only the egg is the actual tortilla in this case. So you're putting your ingredients in the middle of the omelet, and you're going to wrap it up in the egg. Man, I love this stuff. FRS, healthy energy drink. Oh, it's delicious. It's not carbonated. I'm going to talk about it in a DSP tries it for sure. I just tried it this week. It's really good. Full of vitamins. Get you going. And it's good for you. It's made with green tea and all kinds of different good ingredients. The only problem is just like anything else that's good for you, it's expensive as shit. Alright. So as you can see, what's happening is our egg is starting to solidify. The areas that were clear are now turning white, which means that this egg is now starting to cook, which is good. What we're looking for here is that the egg will start, like we saw on that side right there, it'll start to move. When you can tell if it's not liquid like it is on that side and it starts to move, that's how you know that you're getting there. So I'm going to actually move that a little bit closer to the heat, try to get that side to cook better. We want the entire thing to be one big solid egg pancake, basically. That's what we're going for. I'm going to let it cook a little bit longer, and then we're going to start to add ingredients to it. There we go. See, it's starting to solidify. That is perfect. That is exactly what we want. One solidified egg pancake. Alright, so now that it's starting to solidify, we're going to add our ingredients to it. So we'll add some pieces of ham. You can add as much as you want. You don't have to, you know, don't overdo it. Obviously. Let's add some sausage. Whoops! That guy went crazy.
Oh gosh.
I'm also gonna...
This fucking dude. Wait a minute. This man cross-contaminated cheese bowl.
Add some salt and pepper, which I did not do to my scrambled eggs, which kind of... Honestly, when I ate them, I was like, they're so bland. I can't believe I didn't season these things with salt and pepper, but that was so long ago. It was one of my first cooking videos, but I wasn't used to doing it on camera, per se. Go ahead, add just a little bit of salt, pinch of salt. Tiny bit of pepper. Whoa! That was not a tiny bit of pepper. God damn it, I used the wrong side of my shaker. Oh my god. This is going to be the pepperiest omelet in human history. God damn it. Did you see that? Oh man. Oh, I just ruined it pretty much. Well anyway, it's not going to ruin the recipe, it's just going to ruin my meal. So, as you can see, it is nice and solid now. So once it's nice and solid like this, what you can actually do, actually it's a little bit liquidy, I'm going to let it cook a little bit longer, then I'm going to flip it. I can't believe that much pepper came out, man. Holy shit. That sucked. And I'm going to have to eat this too. I'm not going to throw this out, I'm going to eat this. Damn it. Oh man, so much pepper. Fuck. I almost feel like I should grab a paper towel and try to... Nah, I'm not going to ruin it. God damn it, that sucks. Alright, just like a fried egg, you can hear it. It's starting to crackle, which means it's almost ready to turn into our egg burrito, per se.
Oh my goodness.
So what we're going to do, get close enough to it, we're basically just going to flip the most solid, whatever you think is the most solid portion, you flip over. Whoops. And you can flip it over in halves. I've seen people flip over omelets in halves, or I've seen people just go ahead and this is falling apart. God damn damn it. Yeah, fork to aid me. Slide this guy over. So it's a pretty messy looking omelet, but it's an omelet. You know what? We'll just go ahead and roll this guy one more time.
Oh my goodness. Oh, he burned it.
That's pretty much it. Like I said, it's pretty much like making an egg burrito. And this guy's pretty much done. You can cook it more if you want. You can cook it less if you want. Let's go ahead and I don't have a clean plate. As you can hear, once you roll it properly, the thing actually starts cooking itself. I should have actually rolled it a little bit earlier, which is why it's so brown on the outside, but it's still good.
This man burned the fucking eggs.
A little bit. Whoa. Hope if I didn't shove it in your face. Your basic omelet. It's going to have ham, sausage, and melted cheddar.
Yeah, it's not lactose free, dumbass. Alright guys, it's 12 o'clock. I think it's time to end it here. Thank you guys so much for coming. Oh, DSP's live streaming? Let's see what he's doing. Let's see what he's doing. Cause I put some food away, so I was end the stream right now.
Besting our village.
Let's do it. Set as your priority quest. Yeah, let's do it. Let's clear the village of Saurians.
Not for long, if we have any say in the matter.
Careful now.
Oh wow, they immediately attacked the poor guy.
Alright, yeah. He's chilling. Alright guys. Thank you so much for coming. Yeah. I'm gonna go now. Oh, Cooking with the King. Smooth French toast with dirty bacon. 10 years ago. Alright guys, I'm out. Next time I'll be streaming will be tomorrow on Twitch. And we're gonna watch some anime. So I feel like I wanted to stream on YouTube just to next, just know, hey, I'm still active on YouTube, but I actually stream on Twitch a lot more. For my web novel, I currently have on hiatus. Shit. Let me count that bitch. Yeah, it's currently on hiatus because I need to focus. I need to start focusing a little bit before I get back onto it. But it's doing very well actually. Logging back in. Yeah. So yeah, 12K, almost 13K views, 51 collections, 61.27K fucking words, and then only a matter of 27 chapters. Yeah. Well, I got a lot of US niggas. That's great. I got a lot of US folks. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, I'm gonna right now I'm just stockpiling in the future chapters while I'm on break. So yeah. Besides that, thank you so much for coming. Probably I'm gonna put away my food and probably go ahead and sleep. Yeah. Alright. Bye guys. Have a nice